Introducing Alpaca Airways' new line of package holidays to all of your favorite earthly destinations. Here at Alpaca Airways, we try our best to make sure you start your holiday without stress and a smile that'll last until you return safely home from another memorable sunny break. Our crew are the friendliest in the sky. In fact, let us introduce them to you. Starting with our lovely cabin crew, Mariana will see to all of your in-flight service needs from gate to gate across the skies of Europe and beyond, with her trusty junior cabin assistant Jack at her beck and call, who will fetch you anything you need to make your journey a pleasant one. Our flight deck crew are also second to none, almost too literally. First Officer Jim keeps a watchful eye over the instruments and can be seen providing in-flight entertainment with his pathetic attempts at courtship. You'll have to do better than that, Jim. Chief Captain Flight Deck Tusim will safely see you to your destination, fearlessly controlling the aircraft, be it through smooth skies or a tickle of turbulence. Trust us when we tell you he's no chicken. Our in-flight meal service is industry-leading with our new buy-on-board menu featuring buttered bread, bread and butter pudding, butterscotch candy, and of course, I can't believe it's not butter, for those days where the captain just needs to get on the deck. At Alpaca Airways, we offer exclusive members-only Alpaca coach seating at the front of the aircraft, allowing you access to the flight deck before takeoff and after landing to discuss anything from flap angles to marriage advice with our friendly cockpit crew. We've received accolades from literally several customers and regularly provide charter flights to high flyers such as Her Majesty Lizzie Windsor, who has described her experience on Alpaca Airways as proper banging and the absolute dog's I can't read that out on broadcast radio. We can guarantee you won't find a better deal. In fact, our flights are on average 15% cheaper than our rivals, Llama International Airlines. So don't delay, call today on 0800 737 737 015 to book your Alpaca holiday now. And remember, if it's not butter, go around until the engines splutter.
Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all the members of the channel. Welcome to another Flight Deck Sim members-only group flight, the 10th group flight in 10 months. Absolutely incredible that we've done so many already. Today, going from Charles de Gaulle, from Palma to Mallorca. You guys voted it. It's going to be a heck of a busy day. 2 VATSIM events. I think Charles de Gaulle, they're hosting their own VATSIM event, and Palma doing an all-day flying. I mean, I just looked at the VATSIM map now, and it looks like they've already got aircraft holding. And now there's going to be about 50, 60 of us heading on our way to be adding on to the carnage. So the first aircraft is due off blocks very shortly. I've got my master list here in Discord to see who's going where and stuff. So we'll keep an eye on the progress of everyone as we get there. Make sure you take extra fuel today. I'm taking at least extra 30 minutes. I'm thinking of actually taking a bit more on top of that now as well, as it's going to be so busy. So I hope you're all doing really, really well anyway. Adam's here. He's obviously going to be very excited that we're doing a group flight from Paris today. Paul Shoesmith, the Geeky One is here. Berlin Flight, Pedro Diaz, Boz, Bill, Jitters Fullerton, 2 Tons of Love, Bittrip, Oliver Crockfields, JPEX is here. He says, Bonjour, ça va? Oui. Yes, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. My GCSE French just flying straight past me now. I'm very good, thanks. Amy Parrott, guess who's already late? I was only a minute late, a little bit late with the stream. We'll be off in about 25 minutes or so. Biggie Weaves here, Jordan Todd, and another Jeans here too. Great, somewhere over southern England at the moment. You're doing 2 flights. I think you're probably leaving a little bit later, aren't you, Energy? I think you're one of the last guys leaving as well. Don't forget as well, as soon as we've landed, what I'm going to do is do the giveaway, but I'm going to do it in Discord. So we'll go to voice chat after Discord, as we do every stream. We'll try to do every stream now, and then we'll do the giveaway straight away. For everyone that's taken part in the group flight, you have the chance of either winning the $50 X-Plane gift store card or a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator for Standard Edition. Completely up to you what you'd like to choose. Awesome. So this is actually the first ever time on any live stream, be it members or public, that we've actually been to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Never flown into here. We've all been trying to install this scenery all week with about the 20,000 different libraries you need to get it installed. But I've parked myself on stand Echo 2-1 here on the corner. Have I? Is that someone on top of me? Or no, I'm getting a bit disorientated with my stands. So many stands here. There I am. I'm on stand Echo 2-1. Got a couple of alpacas on top of each other there. We've got a 7 Papa Romeo, Alpaca 2-0, Alpaca 1447's just on his pushback. 1 Delta Papa 904, got 1307, changing stands, 5 Tango Hotel, 3 Charlie Foxtrot. We're everywhere. We even got someone all the way over there. Look, 19 Tango Whiskey's going to be taking the northerly runway today. But yeah, well, we'll all be taxiing back. Alpaca 1 Tango Bravo is just coming into land. I think he's doing 2 sectors. Is that an Airbus? Who's in Alpaca 1 Tango Bravo? Because we'll find out so you can kick him out of the group flight flying an Airbus. Outrageous. I know a few of you taking the Airbus today. Anyway, here we are. It's actually not too bad for freeware scenery with all the libraries and stuff. Much better than the default one, I think, which is great. Anyway, let's jump on into the flight deck, because I'm due out myself in 23 minutes according to the group flights. We'll turn on the old music here in the background as we'll be starting the boarding music in the ZIBO mod as well. Right, let's get the show on the road here. Anyway, batteries on, GPU can go on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps are on, landing gear lever is down, 6 green lights are checked. Full fire tests. Extra bit of excitement. I haven't turned off the X-plane failures, so anything could happen to the aircraft today. I think we just have that little bit of extra excitement, just mostly because I've actually forgotten to do it, but I haven't got time now to crack on with that. Fuel-wise, let's have a look at the flight plan. So I should think some of you are sharing the same flight plan with me. 7.2 tons is what I'd asked for. Now, we are expecting thunderstorms in Palma. There's, I think, a Prop 30 or Prop 40 for thunderstorms. So I'd be taking, if I was flying this exact sector, at least 30 minutes extra. So that would be 7.2, 8.2, 8.4. It's actually really busy on VATSIM as well, so what we're going to do is take 8.8 tons. That's around 1,700 kilos extra. It's enough for about 45-50 minutes of holding. So if I go 8.8 on the fuel, there we go. Still, that's the amount of fuel we landed with the flight yesterday in Athens. I haven't loaded the mod up since, so there's 8.8 tons. I'm just going to take the same amount of passengers as I took yesterday as well for the Athens stream, 180 passengers, because I know the zero fuel weight's 88.8, 58.8, sorry for that. So that's entered, and call for the fuel truck as well, and we are now uplifting the fuel 2.38 to 2.39. Perfect. I thought you had the master list, said Anthony Teal. I do have the master list. It's not open yet, and I've just realised I've closed it, but unfortunately in Discord, if I leave that running, you're going to get all the pings and the annoying sounds in the background as well. But I do have the list, obviously, of everyone that's attending the group flight, and it's scrolling. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner everyone that's taking part. I always include in that list anyway. So yeah, I'll make reference to that throughout the sector to see where everyone is and how they are getting on. So that's all good. Making our way down here then. Flaps are up. Takeoff config warning horn test is checked. Cargo fire warning test. That would come up. Check the PA system. Circuit breakers are all in. Back airspeed warning test. Test the flight data recorder. We'll pop that over to VHF1. Nav. Heading STS. 8 minutes, and we can start the boarding ourselves in the ZIBO mod. Francois the Fueler on the tanker today, I know. Commander Jenna Hofen, one of these days Flydeck Sim will be moved over to flying Airbuses in real life. How we will laugh. Good luck with that. There are rumours that we might get Airbus where I work one day. I'll make my case to stay where I am. No, really. It's all in jest. It's all in jest, of course. I wouldn't mind perhaps one day flying an Airbus in real life. Right, anyway, let's grab the ATIS here in Charles de Gaulle. So we've got de Gaulle ATIS 127125. There we go.
Opposite wind 280 degrees.
Loud.
11 knots, visibility 10 kilometers. Clouds. Few clouds at 4300 feet.
That's better.
Scattered 6500 feet, temperature 14. 2.5. QNH 1024.
So high pressure.
QFE 1010. Confirm on first contact that you have received information, Oscar.
Information, Oscar.
Star. Bonjour. This is Charles.
Bonjour.
All information, Oscar.
That's brilliant.
SCAR recorded at 1608 UTC. Landing runway 26 left and 27 right. Takeoff runway 26 right and 27 left. Expected approach ILS. Expected departures 4 Alpha. 4 Bravo transition level 50. After
So 4
vacating the
Bravo
outer runway,
departures.
hold short of the inner runway.
So hold short.
Taxiway is twi enclosed between NB1 and NA1. Twi be closed between A and QB2.
So I hope that's not on our way away.
Between 5 and Jade are currently closet wind 280 degrees. 11 knots visibility 10 kilometers. Clouds. Few clouds at 4300 feet. Scattered 6500 feet, temperature 14.
There we go. I grabbed all the information here. So that's what I love about that sim. The guys actually look at the NOTAMs to see which taxiways are closed in real life, and they actually close them in the sim as well. Now I've got a funny feeling those taxiways are the other end of the airport, and this is obviously a huge major international airport. So it said we can expect runway 26 right or 27 left departure. We're on stand Echo 21, so we'll get 26 right very likely from where we are. So that's all set. We've got taxiing out there with Alpaca 782 and Alpaca 1447. He's lining up, ready to blast off. I think he must be one of the first ones here. Hold on, I need to get my list up here because I'd like to see who's who. I'll open Discord up on my laptop so we watch Alpaca 1447 blast off. If there's any members here as well that don't have access to Discord yet, because I was alarmed to see a member who's been a member for almost 9 months who commented on my YouTube only community members post that I'm not in Discord yet. I was flabbergasted. I was like, what? We need to get you in here as well. So if there's any members here who aren't in Discord who've got this message via the membership, let us know. We'll get you all sorted out today. So here's my master list. Alpaca 1447. Who's that? I'm looking at my list on the monthly members group flight, but I can't see 1447. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the wrong group flight, that's why. Oh, it is Plainly. Plainly's the first one about to blast off. Alpaca 782 is Domino Crow called Mosina, and we'll keep an eye out who's taxiing out. I like to try and give as many shout-outs to you as possible. We've got Alpaca 7 Papa Romeo as well. Bang on time, that's Swifty. All making his way there. Don't make too much noise whilst you taxi behind there. Wicked. Very, very good. So what I'm actually going to do, I'll tune up delivery 121725 so you guys can hear yourselves getting the clearance and stuff. 121725.
Book 575.
I'll turn that down a little bit as well.
Okay, clear to Palma, runway 26 right and use RX for private departure. Flight level 120 and squawk 575.
4 Bravo. Good. So yeah, hopefully let me know in the chat, guys, how the sound is and stuff, because it's a group flight. I like to get you guys to see as many of you as possible, hear as many of you as possible. Wicked. So where did we get to personally? We'd done the safety inspection checklist, I think. We'd done it. There we go. There we had. So QNH is 1024. There we are. MFRA is going to be 1410.
Hello, I was to 55. Thank you. Samrock 55 kilo, Grand 121.6 as good flight.
There is 1410. MFRA is all set then. The rest is up here, so panel light will turn up. Background, a lot of flight lighting as well, and we'll go straight into loading the FMC. So FMC, latest AIRAC, haven't changed from yesterday. We are in Charles de Gaulle, that is Lima, Foxtrot Papa Golf.
Alpaca 95 Charlie Bravo, you are clear to Palma outside, runway 26 right continues, RX for Bravo departure,
we're going to Palma.
120, squawk 5747.
Our call sign today, we're going to be the Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. We didn't actually nominate an Alpaca 01 for this sector, did we? Whoever made the most outrageous mistake last sector, I can't remember who that was. 26 right, sounds like all our colleagues are getting an Iriksu departure, so you should never presume, but it's very likely we'll get the same. So an Iriksu for Bravo. And then up in November 860 to Talk.
535, hello, bonsoir.
And up to November 860. Again, usually, are you sure that's it's gone for a waypoint while still on the airway? Up to November 860 to Etamo.
ligne route pour Palma est approuvée.
And from Itamo, Upper November
Départ RXU
855 to Papa Papa Golf,
profondeur 57 11.
and then Upper Papa 84. Is that young Adam talking French? Sounds like him. Lores. Lores on Romeo this evening.
Alpaca 5 Tango Hotel De Gaulle.
And then we're going to expect ILS 06 left via Alpha Delta X-ray. Activated, executed.
Runway 26 news. RXU for Bravo departure. Flight level.
It's going to be so busy on this one. It's going to be great.
5765.
I hope we do get some holding. I want to hold with some of you guys. There we go. So that's the expected arrival. So guys, if you're going there, just be very careful. I don't think it will happen today, but if you get a shortcut, be prepared for that, because this does leave you slightly high on profile. But for now, that's looking good. Now, I think this could be a navigraph. I've noticed in the last few flights I've done the ZIBO mod, we always have this at or below restriction at the centre fix, the CF point. That's not usually correct. It's usually no restriction at all, but we'll put it as at or above, because otherwise we're going to be level, very low. Cool, routing's all in. Looks like the fueling's done as well, 8.7 tonnes. So we'll whack on the seatbelt sign on. We've got how much fuel there? We've got nearly a tonne in the centre, so we'll put centre pumps on when it comes to it. So 0 fuel weight set. Our alternate today is Ibiza. You'd need 2.7 tonnes to get there. And land with your final reserves intact. Cost index is 30. Our final cruise level today is going to be flight level 370, which is executed. Top of climb wind is 306 at 30. And top of climb ISA is 4 degrees. Temperature was of the ACE is 14. That's 13 now, it's dropped a little bit there. We're going to go full 22k and take off flat 5. V speeds are 41, 42, 48. I don't have any performance data for Charles de Gaulle, unfortunately, so we'll go with what the FMC is telling us. 148 knots can go here. And 6 units of trim. Speed Devil 7, first group flight, can't wait, fantastic. Yeah, I can't remember what your call sign is, buddy. I think you're not too far away from where we are. Having a look at the list. Speed Devil 7, you're off at 1734, so yeah, you got a little while to go. Alpaca 145, we'll keep an eye on you on the flight radar when we get closer to Palma ourselves. Tobias, how long will this flight be? The flight will be an hour and 30 minutes or so, with no delay, which I don't anticipate. Right, I do anticipate, sorry. Perfect, so RFMC's all loaded, ready to go. Your damper nav transfer to space, which is a normal auto, as we do have a little bit of fuel in the centre tank. Bright, dim, bright and off, on, drive lights normal. Let's get the APU started. We've got window heat coming on, probe heat on, let charge out the pumps. You okay? Marianne is here, she loves the group flights because you don't have to moderate. We have to keep an eye out on that. What's that? Who's that? Oh yeah, that Will guy. Yeah, that Will guy's a bit mischievous, isn't he? That, you know, that Will. Pax auto, flight level 370. Elevation in Palma is sea level, so I'll put 0 here, it's fine. Let's go steady. Flight director's on, master can go my side, and runway 26 right, QDM's 264 for departure.
Runway 27 left news. Ranux for Alpha departure. Isofel level 100 and stroke 1000.
264 and 264. I mean, look at all the alpacas. It's just crazy. I always turn this on for the group flight as well, so we can see each other. Otherwise, I usually have it off for the non-membered flights. 264, 264, 264. Taxi then, not too long for us. I mean, I could have parked anywhere. I mean, but I wanted to be not too far away for 26 right for departure. And then our SID is going to be the Irixu for Bravo. So many SIDs, wow. I tried to find this prior to the start of the stream whilst the intro was going, but it took too long. So I quickly jumped out. Where are you? Osaki for the Latra. Iriksu, there we are. So here's our SIDs. Iriksu 4 Bravo, RNAV departures. Jets flying over 195, max 250 below 100, noise abatement routing, so you can expect simultaneous parallel departures. So it's an RNAV SID, we're going to be going straight ahead. 263, 264, 268, and then to Rambouillet 14.7, so we'll put that as active. 14.7.
Jordan Air Force One, Gaulle.
And then from there we're going to be going to Edoxa Iriksu. Edoxa Iriksu, that's all set correctly. Any mention of stop altitude? Yes, initial climb clearance to maximum flight level 120, so we'll presume, we'll preset that to 121, just wait until I get our actual clearance. And there we go. That's the SID all done. So we're due off in 7 minutes, we'll get the APU on the bus. APU bleed can come on as well. Guys, I think we are almost ready. Wait for dual bleed, auto brake to RTO, reset. Legs page, takeoff, and the rest is all set. Guys, we just need to grab our clearance. Let's see who's on his way. So Alpaca 1-6 Sierra X-ray.
Alpaca 95, Charlie Bravo, stand Alpha 06, also ready for push and start. Alpaca 95,
Looking at my master list. That is Adam. That's our young French Adam. He's just doing his pushback. Alpaca 5 Tango Hotel. We'll keep it to the schedule. That's Lee. And we've got anyone taxiing out there. We've got a Virgin 717, a Delta, and Alpaca 1 Delta Papa is at the whole point there. Alpaca 1 Delta Papa. Who is that? That is... Oh, I can't see all the original list. Well, you're at the whole point anyway, but look how many of those there are. This is, I think, one of the busiest ones. Group flight was a bit quieter last month, had about 30 or 40. I think we've got up to 50 on this one, which is absolutely fantastic. So, appreciate it when you all of you take the time to take part in this, as I know it doesn't come over too often. We do one a month, but I do look forward to organising these. It's great. You don't know what a Five Guys is, Captain Monster? Outrageous. Right, let's grab our clearance now. Add a Google clearance, hello. It's Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, stand Echo 2-1. Information Oscar, QNH 1024, departure clearance to Palma, please. 2 at once.
Block. One at a time, please. Alpaca.
Oh, wait. Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, Echo 2-1. Information Oscar 1024, departure clearance to Palma, please.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, standby, number 2.
Perfect. So we've got to keep a listen out.
Alpaca November Hotel 8. Alpaca Delta Hotel 8, sorry. I don't have your flight plan, please.
Oh no!
KLM21 Alpha Bravo, ready for pushback. KLM21 Alpha Bravo, ground 1.
I always love it. We all have all these alpacas, and you have a poor old KLM or a little Delta or something just making his own way. It's nice here. This Frio airport has all the SAM gates. It's great. Ooh, bit of lighting issue there. Oh, look at that. If I zoom in, it gets brighter. It's a little bug in the sim. He's definitely taking his time. Is that the new Harrier A320 I've heard about? My goodness.
Alpaca 20, stand Echo 05, ready for push and start.
Alpaca 20, number 8, standby.
Number 8 for push and start. Oh no. We could be here a while, guys.
Alpaca 20.
Alpaca 20.
Great call sign.
Alpaca 20, ground 121.6. Bye.
121.6. Goodbye.
Very good. So we've asked for our clearance. That's pretty much all we have left to do.
Alpaca 57 kilo.
57 kilo, go ahead.
Alpaca 57 kilo, ground 121.7. Decimal 6. Bye.
Ground 1216, Alpaca 57 kilo, good evening.
I will. Our random failure's off this time.
Alpaca 95, Charlie Bravo.
It's on. I've got random failures on.
95 Charlie Bravo.
Alpaca 95, Charlie Bravo. Ground 121.6. Bye.
I hope he's not closing.
121.6, thanks for your help, bye-bye.
Having...
Alpaca 44, Juliet. Ground 121.6.
If you have a dedicated clearance controller, it makes your life so much easier for an ATC controller. If ground's having to deal with all our clearances and taxi.
71, ground 121.6.
The fact he's handing everyone to ground is not good news, perhaps.
Yes, sorry.
So we've got delivery, we've got 2 ground controllers and a tower controller. So we'll give him a few more minutes, because he did say he was going to get our clearance. We're number 2, but if after a while it looks like he's definitely forgotten us.
Alpaca Delta Hotel 8, correct, number 1.
We'll go from there. Canary, those slot times, is that the time you leave the gate or time you should be airborne? The time to push back.
Alpaca 295, hello, number
Aim to push back, and they're Zulu times, just like we'd use in real life.
Oh, Charlie Kilo 7, standby.
Super busy.
Alpaca Delta Hotel 8, standby, I'll call you back.
Who else we got? Test round. We've got Alpaca 1. Is that you, Jordan, in Concorde? Yeah, no pressure. We're in everything. Yeah, we're gonna watch this.
Alpaca 39, Alpha Papa. Hello, standby,
Amazing.
number 5.
So it sounds like this guy's not logging off.
Jordan Air Force 1, push and start, ground 121.6. Bye. 121.6.
Here comes Concorde then. So cool, I've got the CSL for this.
Bonjour, Alpaca 901 Bravo, stand Echo 16 with information Oscar request IFR clearance.
Alpaca 91, Bravo, hello.
Here he comes.
Standby.
Looking good. I think that was pretty nicely done.
Alpaca Delta Hotel 8, delivery.
Oh my goodness me, stopped on the brakes quickly. There we are. Nicely done, Jordan.
Alpaca Delta Hotel 8.
Taking the Concorde fleet out for a spin.
Runway 26 right.
And it's on all, yeah, we really needed the supersonic service between wherever you went. It was Heathrow, you said. Amazing.
Surface level 120, scope 5702.
Oh, it's Ikri, is it? Oh, not Ikri, not Jordan. I think it's Ikri. Ikri 002, I'm sorry, I thought that was you. Amazing. So busy. Poor Shamrock here, look.
Alpaca Delta Hotel 8, correct.
Well, we were personally due off at 3-0, so we're running a bit late now.
Going to Palma.
What I'm going to do is connect the pushback now.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Standby number.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
So, at least that, as soon as we get our clearance, we're going to request push and start straight away.
number 2 before?
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha standing by for clearance. I was number 2.
Papa Alpha, so, okay, thank you, number 1.
Check.
And who is before is number 3?
Who knows? It's hard to keep track of that. I mean, when I asked for my clearance, he said I was number 2. So at least we're getting the better pushback attached. So when we get our clearance, as soon as we read it back, we can request push and start, and then we're all ready to go. But you know, it sounds like a bit of a
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Mercy. I love this. It's just so much more immersive when it's this busy. And I know it sounds like, oh, you're not taxiing around, but this is real life. You can't get more immersive than this. I can remember getting clearances in Barcelona, Madrid, and it's just like, you request clearance, yeah, you're number 8, number 9 for your clearance, right, thanks.
Negative is 4 Bravo or 4 Alpha. So 26 right is 4 Bravo. Alright, 4 Bravo.
Is Mariana cooking? No, she's just pottering around the house. I've got a light to hang up later. We're going to try and hang up a light. So that's my job later.
Charlie Foxtrot, hello, number 7.
Number 7. Oh, guys, it's going to be so busy.
Alpaca 295. Sorry, I have Wi-Fi plan. Okay, you are number 3.
Look how busy this is here. There goes Alpaca 1 Delta Papa. Who's that? Where's the master list? Oh yeah, this is the one I couldn't find, Alpaca 1 Delta Papa.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Delivery.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, ready to copy.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. You are clear to Palma asphalt, runway 26 right in use, RX for Bravo departure, ISOFAT level 120, squawk 5733.
Cleared to Palma de Mallorca, runway 26 right. It's going to be the Erixu for Bravo departure, climbing flight level 120, squawk 5733.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, correct, reportez pour push and start.
We're fully ready, request push and start, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So 5733, flight level 120, and it is the Erixu 4 Bravo. We're all ready to go.
Is it 5 for kilo?
I'll let him get the clearance to easy, and then we'll request push and start.
5 kilo.
This controller's doing a good job. I mean, I remember he's just on deliveries.
You are clear to
I don't know if we've got any VATSIM controllers here. I know Captain Mods does it, but you imagine the amount of traffic he's probably... I don't think he's probably experienced this amount here. He's definitely taking his time, making sure it's all done properly and stuff.
To be runway 27 left on the Opal, sorry, it's catching up with the Opal, time flight over 100, squawk 5740, easy, 54 kilo.
Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, the whole point. That's super cool.
Delivery, hello, Alpaca 46 for an exit 5900 with score on board, request clearance, please, to Palma.
So,
Alpaca 46,
try and get away when we can.
Number 5.
Number 5, Alpaca 46.
Clearance Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, stand Echo 2-1, request push and start.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, standby.
Check. Cool, so we're told to stand by. Got an FPS spike there, look at that, 27 FPS, it's definitely slowed down a bit there. Ooh, someone's got a stuck mic.
Microphone, please.
Uh-oh, who's got a stuck mic? Uh-oh. Someone's blocking the frequency. Can you hear that? Someone's door's shut. Oh no. So you can see, I can tell someone's got a stuck mic because I'm looking at the frequency, 121725, and it's constantly transmitting. It's constantly receiving. God, look at the traffic, so busy. Oh, is someone listening to my streams got a stuck mic? Because I can hear my own voice.
The Gaulle delivery, bonjour. Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha.
Someone has to admit to that.
Request clearance to Palma de Mallorca.
Better not be Daniel. Yeah, Daniel's had issues with his mic before.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, standby. Hello.
Did you hear that? Someone's got to check your mic, guys. Otherwise you'll get booted off. Uh-oh. So if anyone's on the group flight, check your mic, make sure it's not stuck down. I said check your mic. And delivery Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, how do you read?
Kilo Alpha, yourself 5.
Okay. Yeah, someone's completely blocking the frequency. Uh-oh. Baraki, he's watching you. I heard your voice. I know, I heard it too. It's weird because I'm not hearing anything from the clear. It's definitely transmitting still, but it's Alpaca 8 Alpha Sierra. Who's Alpaca 8 Alpha Sierra? They're saying on VATSIM that you're blocking the entire frequency. We have a call sign. You can see that.
Alpaca 295 delivery. Alpaca 295, you are clear to Palma 5.
Clearance just put in the chat. Alpaca 8 Alpha Sierra. Alpaca 8 Alpha Sierra. Even transmitted on 121.5. Don't worry, we've all been there. I've had it in real aircraft as well.
Alpaca 295, correct. Report ready for push and start.
Oh, Andrew, it was yours. Not sure it could have been more. It could be. Have a look on the. Just come back online.
Delta Hotel 8.
Andrew, just reconfigure the button, but make it a button on your keyboard or something. I had it a few.
Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa.
I had a stream about 3 or 4 months ago where I had a stuck mic, and I just reconfigured the button because my old Logitech joystick, the button was getting stuck in. So don't worry about it. I've done it too. So, Andrew Sinclair, you're currently nominated for Alpaca 01 call sign for the next group flight. So we're getting there. We're 10 minutes late now. I've been far later before. Here we are.
Alpha Papa, stand by for push and start.
So ground... There seem to be...
Alpha Papa, you can contact the ground 121 decimal. No, sorry. 121 decimal.
Yeah, huge amount of work here. Poor delivery. And ground, I mean, thank God there's 2 ground controllers. Just imagine if this was just tower. Oh yeah, Andrew, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I feel really bad that you feel bad. Come back online. I had it when I had the issues on my old joystick. I reconfigured it so the enter button on my keyboard was the push to talk button. Worked perfectly.
Alpaca 44 Juliet, ground 121.8, bye.
So busy. So we've been number 2 for push and...
Bravo Charlie Kilo 7, ground 121.8.
Oh, he's gone French now. He's gone French. He's working hard.
Alpaca Alpha Papa, ground 121.8.
Alpaca Alpha Papa. I think this guy's getting flat out. Was that for Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha?
Bravo Charlie Kilo 7 de Gaulle. Le sol 121.8.
Sounds like this guy. This guy seems to be he's getting maxed out, I think, a little bit. He's working hard. Oh, hold on. My VATSIM's just been booted off. Great. I've just been disconnected off VATSIM. Let's just log back in.
5 Tango Lima.
Don't know what happened there. I'm really struggling with performance here. 30 FPS. But I don't know why I got booted off there. I didn't get any warnings about... Whoa.
5 Tango Lima, stand by, call you back.
Yeah, my PC's...
Frequency, any traffic request, push and start?
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha standing by for push and start, stand Echo 2-1.
Papa Alpha, you are clearance?
A firm, we've been cleared on the Rixu 4 Bravo.
Alpha, so 5 Papa Alpha, ground 121.8, bye.
Ground 121 Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Good luck today, bye bye. Yeah, I'm got a little bit of a performance issue here. I'm struggling a little bit. So there's ground. Yeah, I'm just going to check my resources here. Something's really slowing my PC down at the moment. Getting down to 19 FPS frequently, look. What is causing all this? It is purely X-Plane. X-Pilot's actually using quite a bit of... oh dear. Task manager not responding. Right, I'm just going to try... I think I need to get out of here as soon as possible. I'm really struggling with performance. Oh dear, nothing's... guys, like everything in my I have in the background is really slow. My task manager is completely crashed, and the sound mixer is not opening. I'm just going to shut down task manager here. I'm just going to shut down a few things off in the background. It's not responding. Hold on, guys. I don't think X-Plane's been affected, but my PC's struggling a little bit here. Uh-oh. Task manager's like completely broken. Let's see if I can at least get my... I'm just going to turn off a few things in the background here. Navigraph charts, don't need... Oh no, everything's dead on my PC, guys. Like, I've got the Windows loading. Cool, it's X-Plane is using up so much of my CPU at the moment. My CPU's at 100%. Yeah, I'm hearing you fine, but I can't, I'm trying to turn up the volume for VATSIM, but I can't, everything in the background's not working. So I'm just going to try and get that turned up. But the video seems to be working fine. Right, Navigraph's been shut down. Streamlabs is the only thing running now, even Spotify. But I'm struggling every time I click something off my window, guys. It's just very slow. Ooh, come on. Yeah, I'm in X-plane now. There we are.
Straight ahead, Tango Bravo 1.
Okay. Fingers crossed for me, guys.
Alpaca 3.5, apologies, we had an issue, we didn't hear any of that.
Could be CPU focus on X-plane 11, your streaming so everything else will be frozen whilst the CPU deals with the most important tasks. I think so, Kieran, yeah, because I just tried to turn up the volume mixer for VATSIM for X-Pilot, and it completely froze. Everything outside X-plane is frozen at the moment. The sim's running okay, but you can see, look, it's bottlenecking at like 19 FPS all the time. Look. Right, let's request push and start anyway. De Gaulle ground, bonsoir, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, stand Echo 2-1, request push and start.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, push and start, facing south.
Push start approved, face south, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Well, at least we're on our way. I think the sooner we get airborne away from all this traffic and transpond out of...
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
So let's do something like this. And something like this.
Now connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking
So
brake.
packs off, anti-collision light is on, parking brake we can now release, and transponders out off. We're finally on our way, guys. 18 minutes late, not bad. Typical busy summer. Cool, my PC is really struggling. Everything is very slow. Like, oh, come on, hold in there.
And right turn on Gulf.
Right, start engine number 2.
Alpaca 295, sorry, 96, straight ahead, right turn on Echo.
So, very complex tax here. Just want to make sure we're going the right way at all times. So there's N2. N1. And oil pressure. There we go. I think it's finally... I don't want to jinx it, but it seems to be catching up a bit now, the computer. That's better. There we go. Right. Touch wood, that was it. I think the fact that I was clicking things outside the PC probably didn't help either, but looking good now. So static out, monitoring 2, 24632 stable. Starting engine number 1. Head 2. Oil pressure, and 1.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. Monsieur.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Icefire, that looks like VATSIM kick kind of performance. I've never had any issues with VATSIM there, but everything went. It's fine now. Yeah, we was struggling there for a second. I mean, look at the amount of traffic online as well. To be fair, I don't think I've ever been in an airport quite as busy as this, or this much traffic to load in. Could have been an issue there. There goes Alpaca. Oh, another Airbus. What's going on, guys? Alpo is that? It's going so quickly. Alpaca 57 kilo. Outrageous choice of aircraft.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal of the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Au revoir. Yes, guys, if you ever have any issues with VATSIM anyway, or the network, or stuck mics, you know, just log offline, carry on, and then you can log back on once you're airborne. Ideally where there's no ATC or in a Unicom area or something. Yeah, you can see I'm getting about 30-ish FPS. Towbar scene. I'm just going to double check my plugins, make sure there's nothing costing me. It's all okay. There goes 19 Romeo. So generators on, APUs off, start switches continuous, probe heat on, anti-ice off, packs auto. Auto, AP bleed off is set. Flaps. Flight controls. Full forward. Full back. Left, centre, right, centre. Here comes the rudders. Full right, centre, full left, centre. Recall. Blank the lower DU, and that's it. We then complete the before taxi checklist. A little dash 8 here. Oh, I think that might be Findlay. We don't have a dash 8 CSL, unfortunately. So you're in a Horizon, isn't that? I can't remember who Horizon is. It's like is that a low cost carrier or a joint onto a US airline? Causing trouble, I see, Findlay, in a slow aircraft. We'll be flying right over the top of you. At ground, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, request taxi.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, taxi straight ahead, contact ground 121.6.
Taxi straight ahead, ground 121.6, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha offer.
7 Whiskey Kilo, contact ground 121.6 by.
Perfect.
540, contact tower 109.25, call sign on.
Yeah, everything's working A-OK now.
Tower 109.125, easy type of fuel.
So it's so busy, he's just saying when you contact tower, you know...
Ground hello, Finesse 7, Whiskey Kilo,
Cool
stand
sign
up Bravo
only.
1.
So I've been cleared to taxi, but I'm not going to go too far because not sure where he wants us to go, so we'll have a listen to what he has to say.
Taxi by direction taxi to Honeyport, Quebec 4, runway 27 left by November, Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot and Quebec, Finesse 7, Whiskey Kilo.
Ethical ground, bonjour, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, request taxi.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, very good afternoon, taxi holding point Tango 9 via taxi Romeo.
Hold point Tango 9 via Romeo, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So, taxiway Romeo, as usual, very unclear on a Jeppesen chart, but that looks like the first left. On my operator's chart, thankfully, a lot clearer. The Romeo's the northern taxiway, and then to Tango 9, it's the first hold point here. So nice, simple taxi for us. Right, reach the parking brake. Here comes config. No takeoff config warning. We're finally on our way. Bit of a delay, but performance is good now. So there is Romeo, and there is Tango's the southern line.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, sorry, can you hold short Tango Echo, please?
We'll hold short of Tango, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So we've just been told to hold position.
Ground Malay 535, ready for taxi. Alpaca, Alpaca,
What? 2 more Airbuses? 39 at Alpha Alpha and 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Outrageous. One day I'm going to have to do a group flight of the Airbus. So we've just been told to hold short of
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, give way to the A319 from right to left, let's continue taxi.
giving way to the A319 from right to left, and then we'll continue taxi Tango 9 via Romeo, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So giving way to 39 at Alpha Papa. Who is that going to be? So we're running a bit behind. 39 Alpha, that's Amy. Amy in the Airbus. Amy, we're going to have words. On the A319, hello. Yes, we're giving way to you. Outrageous. Right, we'll follow Amy to the whole point. Amazing. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you so much for taking part, as usual, making the... It's such a great... these members group fights, it's just such a community thing. I love it. It's so good. Ice fight, exactly. Outrageous. What kind of stream is this?
Push and start full facing north and calling for taxi Lufthansa 1029. Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa, hold short Romeo.
Awesome. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're the 6th for departure. That's my sort of request. Quinari, just fly Airbus just to prank fly next to it. Outrageous. Plot twist, one day you'll all fly ZIBO and I'll fly the Airbus. So Tango 9, it's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth right.
Continue taxi, contact tower 1.25, call sign on.
I think that might have been for us.
Taxi, contact
Ah, negative.
119.35 direction, Alpaca 39 Alpha back.
That's Amy.
United 844, taxi and all short, Tango
Awesome.
Alpha 2, contact apron 1.8. Tango Alpha 2 is contact apron on 121.8, United 844 heavy.
So have we got any AC departure? Because I just seen France Centre has left the building, said plainly. I hope not.
Sorry,
Do as much ATC as possible to coordinate this, but Palma's going to be. They don't know what's going to hit them.
Oh, you can continue straight on to Terminal 1 and take any gate you want. Okay, I think that was Lima 1 to the gate for Sleeper 1383.
So there's Romeo Tango 10 and then Romeo Tango 11. Hold on. So is this Romeo?
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, contact tower 1.25, other side flight, call sign on.
119 and 125, call sign only. Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha offer. So that's Romeo Tango 10.
Alpaca 8.
Yeah, I think the signs here might be slightly off, but that's I think we were warned about that. So we're going to take the second right here, same as Amy has done. I think some of the signs might have been wrong because we weren't warned about that. Let's go over to tower now anyway. All note 119250.
Ground Alpaca 71 on Echo 6.
Alpaca de Gaulle Tower.
There's Tango 9, so that's where we've been cleared to, this point here. So hopefully we'll be able to jump the queue. There's Tango 9.
Easy 5, correction, 54 kilo, contact departure, 133.3.
There's Finley, look at his Dash 8, causing havoc. Nice scenery this.
Sorry for waiting. No problem. KLM 21 Alpha Bravo, departure 133.375, bye-bye. Contacting departures 133.375, thank you, bye-bye.
Tower Finnair 7 Whiskey Kilo.
Finnair 7 Whiskey Kilo, line up and wait 127 left.
It's quite hard to see the, very hard to see where the points are as well. So we'll hold here, look, at Tango 9. This is the Cat 3 hold points. The next hold point here is Tango 9. So we'll check in.
Alpaca, correction. Victor Charlie Papa Delta Hotel 8, de Gaulle Tower.
That's Finn.
Finnair 7 Whiskey Kilo, wind 2900 degrees, 8 knots, runway 27 left, clear to land. Clear for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, left, take Finnair 7 Whiskey Kilo.
So Finn, 27 left, he'll be the other end, won't he?
14 Delta Sierra taxi all short, 26 right, Sierra 3.
He's a huge area he's got to cover.
Alpaca 9R5 Charlie Bravo, wind 2900 degrees, 8 knots, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 26 right, and Alpaca 95 Charlie Bravo.
95 Charlie Bravo, we'll check in.
Alpaca Delta Hotel 8, bonjour monsieur, line up and wait 26 right. Delta Hotel 8, line up and wait 26 right.
That's Finn.
Thank you, sir.
At De Gaulle Tower, it's Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha.
5 Papa Alpha, De Gaulle Tower, bonjour monsieur, all short 26 right.
Hold short 26 from Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Wicked! Look at the sun setting as well. We picked a perfect time for this. It'll be dark though by the time we get to Palma. Chaos in the night.
Alpaca Tower 22, West Alpha News, Palma. QNH 1024, and information Oscar.
Alpaca 522, contact delivery for clearance. See you soon. Alpaca 905 Charlie Bravo, departure 13.
There's Finn taking off in his Dash 8.
375.
Ice fire, cushion prop wash, exactly.
Alpaca 7.
Then we have Alpaca 19 right. Hold on, I've got my... I could just use this to search for everyone. I didn't even think of that. So let's just see who everyone is. So who's that behind me? Alpaca 7-1. That's David B behind me. Alpaca 19 right. 19 right. Alpaca 19 Romeo. That is Seb Slater. Got 39 Alpha Papa. Can't find 39 Alpha Papa. I guess someone had a last minute change of call sign. 295. That's Petrich there. Petrich, most likely going to win the giveaway again today. He can get something else apart from an Airbus. Amazing. We're getting there, guys. We've got 91 Bravo taxiing out. Wicked. Look at this. Let's quickly rattle off the before takeoff checklist then. So config we checked. Flaps we have 5 green light, stab trim stab trim set for departure 6 units set. Takeoff briefing, packs are auto, bleeds are on. V speed set for departure 41, 42 and 48 set. We're flying the Lyric Su4 Bravo. For us, that's climbing straight ahead to 264, 268, left turn to Rambouillet, climbing to flight level 120. NADP2, any problems will climb straight ahead to the MSA. MSA around the Gaulle is 3,200, so we'll go to 4,000. That's it. Imagine the cabin's secure as well, and there goes Finley into the sunset.
Should we still be with you over to departure?
Finnair 7 Whiskey Kilo, my mistake, contact departure 133.375. Sorry, bye bye.
Oh, the 133.375, Finnair 7 Whiskey Kilo, thank you, numbers, bye bye.
He sounds like he's from Finland. There's Finn, look in his Dash 8, holding us all up. Very busy, love it. Jordan Todd, this 280 speed restriction is killing me. Are you in Concorde still, Jordan? Because I thought that was you just landing, but that was Ickery 0002. So, trying to work out where we are in the sequence as well. There is Seb Slater lining up. That's wicked.
Oh, good evening, Alpaca 901 Bravo.
Alpaca 901 Bravo, bonsoir, monsieur.
Gary C. are us non-participants in the giveaway. Now, at the moment, well, I say at the moment, no, everyone for the group flight. The reason is getting a list of every single one of the members is quite tough because I can't copy and paste that from YouTube. I can't copy and paste it from Discord, whereas for the group flight I can copy and paste it quite easily. And I'm trying to get as many people to do the group flight as possible, so by doing the giveaway for members of the group flight only, it's going to get most of you guys onto VATS and practicing so you can join the group flight and have as many as possible. Andrew Sinclair, working on debugging X-Pilot, need to install. I'll be out on a later slot now. Fly well. Oh, Andrew, I'm so sorry you had the issues with the mic as well. I have had that issue myself.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha behind same company departure, line up and wait runway 26 right behind.
Behind the departing company traffic, line up and wait behind. Is that the aircraft just to beam me now, or the aircraft lining up to my left?
You have a traffic lining up on your left, but on the Gaulle you can line up 2 aircraft on the same runway.
Ah, thank you. Lining and wait now, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Well, I was just...
For traffic on departure, I expect some delay due to traffic just earlier, sorry.
Ah, no problem. Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, line up and wait. Cool. So yeah, I was just making sure he wasn't going in front of us. But he has to wait, sorry. Right, confirming clear to line up and wait. We have... Excellent. So MCP is set, transponder TAR8, strobe lights are on, just waiting for our takeoff clearance. Look at that for a sunset departure, guys.
27 left, the stand about 029.
Civil Tower, good afternoon. Alpine 65 from Shop Hotel. With you 14 miles off 26 left.
Alpine 65 for Hotel, the Gaulle Tower.
There we go.
On runway 2.
Again, another shoddy lineup in X11. My lineups have gone to pot in the sim. Thankfully we've got a very long runway here to fix it. So aircraft taken off on 27 left as well. Oh, that's a shame because I want to do a simultaneous takeoff.
With Air 201 or short 27 left, kilo 3.
Airbus giving way to a Boeing, outrageous? Not at all. So cool, guys. There's Finn in his Dash 8 lumbering away.
Alpha wind 29 0 degrees 8 knots runway 26 right here for takeoff.
Runway 26 right, clear takeoff, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha. And we got our clearance. Excellent, boys and girls. Guys, there's the timer. Toga's in chat room. Right. 40% N1. We're coming after you, Sib Slater, right behind you. That's stabilised, push toga, set takeoff thrust, light forward pressure in the control column. So 91.4. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. Checked, release that forward pressure.
First departure 133.375.
And off the thrust lever, rotates. Now airborne. Gears coming up. Turn down the sim volume here slightly. There we go.
400.
133.375 Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Au revoir.
1,000.
That's my French gone. 1,000 feet, bug up. Look at that departure. Flaps 1. Hand flying. Got to do a flyby, haven't we? Oops. Amazing. Flaps coming up. Let's get the autopilot in, just so we can check in. Look at that as well. Simultaneous departure. I only just realised again. So cool. Better check in with the departures anyway. Departures, bonjour, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. We're flying the Iruksu 4 Bravo, passing 3,600, flight level 120.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, bonjour, radar identified.
Perfect. That's just wicked. Javelin, that's my French exhausted, exactly. Right, flaps up, no lights. VNAV, set standard. Passing 4-5.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. 190 checked, after takeoff check.
Mallet 535, climb now flight level 190.
Gear off, water brake off. Star switches off. Taxi off, air conditioning pressurization 2.3. Set. Reach the crew. And that's it, after takeoff check is complete. On our way to Palma de Mallorca, Magaluf. You got it again, Anthony. I missed that yesterday as well. Spectate, navigate, communicate. Exactly. So busy on the network. So there's Finn in his Dash 8. We're going to go flying past him soon. And Seb Slater's in 19 Romeo. Oh gosh, sorry about that. And Amy's right behind us by the sounds of it.
Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa de good departure, bonjour, radar identified.
There, look at that. What a queue. There's Amy in the Airbus 39 Alpha Papa.
Flight level 190 Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa.
Amazing. So probably no chance of a shortcut, unfortunately, because we're all on the same departure. How's the sound, guys? That sim okay? Am I okay? Is the sim okay? I made some changes, so I turned the sim up slightly now because I think I played back the stream yesterday and it was very quiet with the sim audio. Awesome stuff, guys. As well, make sure you keep those screenshots coming in on Discord. As you know, I start these members only stream without a thumbnail, and then I choose one from all the screenshots as well when I make this public as soon as it's ready to be made public, because basically, like any video I stream, it still needs to be processed, and before I can change it to a public video I have to wait until the processing's done. Right, there's 100 for 190, pre-cruise checks, fuel 6 pumps. We still have 150 kilos in the centre tank. That'll come on shortly. The low pressure lights off, APU's off, pressurization 4.0 set. Leave the passengers in, recool. There we are. Pre-cruise checks are all complete. Look at that, that's just ridiculous. I can see the queue already. That is a serious amount of traffic into Gaulle today.
Echo Delta Oscar.
Sounds good, everything seems okay. Thanks, guys. Callum, Melia, what runway did everyone take off? Most of us, it looks like we were using 26 right for departure. But you can use 27 left as well if you part to the north. There's master caution, fuel, low pressure, and again now, just for a bit of extra fun, I am leaving on the streams now the X-Plane 11 random failure, because that's what happened yesterday with the master caution, the anti-ice. That was an X-Plane generated failure. So I don't think it's every flight, but basically it generates failures as it sees fit. So it could be anything from a minor probe issue to a full-blown engine failure. So yeah, hopefully not on the group flight. Awesome. Again, I don't know how you do it, but if one of you could find the number of planned arrivals into Palma de Mallorca on VATSIM, that would be absolutely awesome. It's going to be a seriously high number. At the moment, with our extra fuel, we're arriving with 4.6, which is a nice additional amount of fuel to arrive with. There could be a chance for some thunderstorms, but I'll have a look at the actual METAR now, see what it says. It was a prop 30, I think. So right now it's fine. There's a few bits of towering cumulus. In fact, the TAF's no longer showing or depicting thunderstorms, but CBs. So could be a rumble of thunder, maybe, or a heavy rain shower to contend with when we get there.
Alpaca 295, climb flight level 190.
Jordan Todd, finally at the cruise, and can talk to everyone. Jordan, I have to remind myself of your call sign. It is Alpaca 44 Juliet. We can't quite see here, but maybe on the VATSIM map. There's Finn, look at his... 128.1 Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha Alpha. Look at that, there's Finn in his Dash 8. We're about to go absolutely flying past him. Let's see if we can see. Oh, it's a bit cloudy, unfortunately. Oh no, he's there! Finn! I think that might cause a slight TCAS issue. Finn, you need to speed up, mate. Gut it, you can't. Vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute. We might end up in his APU here. Barry, bonjour, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, climbing flight level 190, inbound to Romeo Bravo Tango.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, identified, subgun level 190 for now.
Maintain flight level 190, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Finn, get that banger out of the way.
Paris, bonsoir.
Now that is why we're being capped at 190, because Finn is blocking us. Can't see you on TCAS though.
And we're ready to get our startup clearance to Mallorca.
That's amazing. I'm gonna go straight underneath him. That's amazing. That's what happens if you choose to fly a Dash 8, Finn. Bye. I don't think I've ever had that situation before. Amazing. He'll be going flat out, probably at his cruise level already. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have any TCAS, always more than 2,800 feet above us, which is definitely not the case, so probably a little issue with the mod. Definitely got traffic selected. Amazing. Maverick buzzes the tower, flight deck sim buzzes Dash 8s.
And Charlie Golf X-ray Romeo Charlie, 6.6 nautical miles from your zone. 190, direct Rambouillet.
Standby. Charlie Golf.
So there's a Doke, so a Rick Soup, so we're done with the charts.
Arrival. Descent level 40.
Send 240, and you say the arrival again.
This brings a new meaning to the term undertake. Exactly.
We line 9 whiskey, enter Romeo Charlie.
Finnair 7 whiskey, kilo, lift airspace.
This Alpaca Airways top of climb brought to you by Mariana's fresh baked casseroles, so good that we blow the doors off the Dash 8s the first side of the dinner bell.
Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa, can you repeat that? Sorry, we didn't get it.
Adam, use that for fun there.
Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa, maintain flight level 390 for now, further in a bit.
Amy's going to overtake us. She's at flight level 390.
Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm over place for this Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa, maintain flight level 190. You identified further climbing a bit.
Ah, no. So Amy's capped at 190 as well.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, direct Etamo.
Route direct to Etamo, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha.
Paris Control, good evening.
We'll take it. Execute. No, available. So being capped at a low level like this, it uses quite a lot of extra fuel. Your flight plan presumes.
Charlie Golf X-ray Romeo Charlie, sorry, can you spell the
So busy.
Okay, let's be station 1 easy 5 kilo London 1
yeah, if you're capped at a level like this and your flight plan plans you to go on a continuous climb, you use quite a bit of extra fuel. So right here we're burning a lot more fuel than we would at a higher level because the engine's not running at it efficiently, and we're going a lot slower. So yeah, you want to keep climbing as much as possible.
Whiskey arrival 240, France 10, Victor Tango.
Golf Charlie, descent flight level 120.
120, X-ray Romeo Charlie.
Heading 852, like the 125, 825, bye-bye.
125,
Trying to keep it listening out, it's so busy to get that continuous climb.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, thanks to the help, climb level 35.
Climb flight level 350, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So it's
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, any chance we're able to fly level 370 today?
Ah yes, we're able 370, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, perfect, climb level 370 for now.
Climb flight level 370, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So 370 set. So that's our final cruise level. Now, something I noticed with SimBrief is when you have two flight levels like this, 3.5 and 3.7, SimBrief files you at the first cap level. That isn't our final cruise level. We want to be at this one, so that's the one in real life that gets filed. So, but the controller thought I wanted 3.5, but it was in fact 3.7 anyway. There we are, up we go. So ETA with no delay is 7:41 local, so an hour and 20 minutes from now. Oh my goodness! Not only is our conga line from Charles de Gaulle going to Palma. Look at all the other lines of traffic going into Palma as well. That is... Oh god, I did actually ask, so sorry for one of you to find out how many arrivals were coming in, and I completely missed it, but I did see, wasn't something like 105 arrivals planned, Robson? Oh no. 104? I mean, if they could land an aircraft once a minute, which I don't think they will, that's an hour and a bit. Oh no. Oh dear. Some of us might not be getting in. Oh, it's runway 24 now, is it? Ah, okay, so guys, everyone on the flight plan who's listening in here on the flight, I did plan for 06 left, now select the Loris 1 Papa for 24 left. So yeah, 24 left, that's a straight in approach, so that's a slight bonus, so that will lower the track miles, but it's still the same transition. So yeah, if you want to change your runway, you can do it loads of ways. You can deselect this or deselect that. Select Loris 1 Papa. I've been to Palma to Mallorca more times, I've had hot dinners. It's the Zulu 24 left, and it's via... which transition was it? It is... POS. So select the POS transition, guys. Loris 1 Papa, ILS Zulu 24 left via the POS transitions execute. And you shouldn't need to make any changes, since there's a steep descent at some point. So Loris, POS. Yeah, this Obumu, make that 2,500 above, and that should get rid of your steep descent request. And that's it, you shouldn't need to make any more steep descent after Bavum. So Bavum 4,500 feet or above. Why is that? 5.3, that is a glitch in the ZIBO mod, guys, because we should be at 5.3 at Bavum. And it's saying 4,500, so when it says steep descent after Bavum, disregard, that is a little bug with the mod there. So you guys, yeah, ILS 24 left, ILS Zulu 24 left, Loris 1 Papa, the Palenza transition, Papa, Oscar, Sierra. A Quinari, that's MATC's worst nightmare, an Alpaca group flight. Awesome stuff. So, what's that done to our ETA? Should have decreased it. Yeah, 1838, just increased it by about 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, Ikri, very kind, but honestly, guys, all members, you shouldn't need to do that at all. That's very kind, Ikri. Here we go, anyway.
Saluting VCP69K and the rest of the alpacas who flew in from Dublin into Paris CDG. I flew the CONC from Stansted. Take care as always, Captain.
Well, thank you very much, Ikri 0002. I saw you. We watched you land. Play the stream back. We watched you land. I thought it was Jordan because I know Jordan always likes to fly in the Concorde, but we saw Alpaca 1 coming in from Dublin, landing at Charles de Gaulle. Well, sorry, in your case, sorry, Stansted. The most uneconomical sector Concorde could ever fly, but that's very kind of Ikri 0002. Thank you very much, and that's wicked. And yeah, it's a shame you couldn't jump on there, but I remember you messaged. I just see DM me on Discord saying you had a bit of a time constraint for later on, but I hope you had a great flight anyway. Adam, how do you find out the transitions? The best way, Adam, is actually have a look at the star you're flying and see where it leads you. Now, I don't know if they're quite as good with the with these approach charts. Let's have a look. Someone's in trouble. You can see here, look, Palenza is the initial approach fix from the north. It's not going to be the Cap de Pair arrival, because if you actually have a look at our arrival here. Arrival. Loris 1 Papa. Here's our arrival. You can see, look, it terminates at Palenza, so it has to be the Palenza transition. So it's not going to be any of the others. initial approach fix for runway 24 left. That's how I know it's Palenza. And for the fact that I don't know how many times I've been to Palma. I think it's probably one of the most popular airports I've flown into for my operator. I'll tell you how many times I've been here in real life. Get my electronic logbook out.
level 250.
Stand by, Alphonse 4688, direct Merki, descent level 15.
Let's have a look here. Ports. It'd be definitely top 10 destinations.
Direct Merki.
Direct Merki for Air France 4688.
So I've been to Palma de Mallorca in real life 47 times. I've been to Palma de Mallorca 47 times. 48 if we include today's virtual flight. But yeah, 47 times in real life I've landed in Palma de Mallorca.
Vector Romeo Charlie, can you just confirm that it's the Bivax 9 or Whiskey arrival? Yeah, it's too late for that.
Finn, I did hear you just down 80. Just come to my cruise level of flight level 230. Yes, we undertook you by about 1,000 feet.
Yeah, you'll have to
no, not only that, I think you've been overtaken by... Where are you? There's myself, 19 Romeo's there. 39 Alpha Papa 2957 191 Bravo. I can't even see you, Finn.
Thank you so much for your event and your service. Thanks so much for
I can't even see you, Finn.
Runway 12725, thanks for service, Lufthansa 1029. Golf Charlie, contact 5825. 125, sorry for trouble.
Anthony, you might get to see this.
Alpha, leaving my space, so you come to decimal 8, bye-bye.
122 decimal 8, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Great job, sir. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much, bye-bye.
Better job than me trying to say my own call sign. Unicom guys, unfortunately.
780 Madison, come back.
There we go. A bit of silence for a second. Lovely. And we'll put a little bit of chill music on in the background whilst we've lost the ATC. Wicked. Another Gene, you're going for 26 right, but you're taxiing from Terminal 1. Good thing I brought extra fuel. Yeah, that's probably quite a trek. Finn, I missed it. Unfortunately, my TCAS was going bonkers though. Couldn't quite work out why until I saw someone zoom past. Yeah, sorry about that. Adam, you're entering Palma's jurisdiction in 3 minutes. Brilliant. Wow, look at that line of traffic. And the thing is, there's a lot of traffic going from de Gaulle to Palma anyway. Just because it's 2 airports that are going there. I can see on the VATSIM map 1 Delta Papa's about to enter the airspace in Palma. Jordan, you got a Shamrock 2,000 feet below me cruising at the same speed. So awesome. Yeah, it's wicked in VATSIM. In fact, we've got... I think we're all pretty much on the same airway. We've got a 19 Romeo to our right. So a slightly different routing. Who's that on 19 Romeo? Let's have a look at the list here. Oops, if I type it in correctly. That's Seb Slater. Sorry, that was Seb Slater that took off just before us. Can we see you, Seb? Should be just ahead of us. That's the stars coming out. Can't quite see yet. Oh no, you're just ahead of us. That's why I look in the right direction. Oh, so, no, you know what it could be. You know, that sometimes puts them really low in the ground. Not sure. Keep an eye out on you. Hopefully there'll be no conflict anywhere. But there's no ATC in the southern sector of France. Oh my goodness me. Palma radar. Well, there seems to be a lot of aircraft coming in nicely. there appears to be not too many aircraft actually holding around Palma. But looking at the amount of traffic coming in at once, I mean, in our queue ahead of us, there's not only Alpacas, there's aircraft coming in from Gatwick, Charles de Gaulle, as us Alpaca 20. I can see there. I can see the Shamrock now, and yourself, Jordan. Seb Slater, you've been stuck on a heading for 25 minutes. Are you still on Unicom, Seb Slater? If you're off Unicom and still on a heading, you probably route direct to an active waypoint. That's the little X-plane bug it has. It's nice that the PC's actually breathing in nicely now. Had a few little performance issues in de Gaulle. I should think that was actually down to X-Pilot. There we are, flight level 370. 2 tons of love, you're finally airborne, fantastic. Bank angle to 10 degrees, I'm getting really bad at that. Perfect. LNAV, VNAV's engaged, no tilt on the weather radar, pressurisation, we're going to check every 10,000 feet. All looking good up here. Wicked. Well, could we find Finn? I couldn't find him on this little map. He's way behind now. So, there's a little bit of a gap ahead of us. We've got Seb still on the heading. Alpaca 95 Charlie Bravo. That was... Carl Bear 95, he's the guy, the next Alpaca ahead of us. And then we've got a KLM. And we're sort of leading the pack here slightly of our little mini group here. I was in group 4 for departures today. With Shuey, Air Cine, Biggie Weeb, and who else was in my group? Seb Slater on the heading. Boz, you're a bit late. I'm waiting to taxi. I think all of us got a bit delayed. I was about 20 minutes late pushing back, and then it wasn't too much of a delay taxiing. But it's going to be a night time approach into Palma. Winter's well on its way now. If we perhaps did this exact group flight this time 3 months ago, it would definitely be still plenty of sunlight in Palma. Wicked. So far, though, a successful members group flight. Nothing too major has gone wrong, touch wood, and we're doing okay. The only thing that could possibly go wrong is obviously I've got the X-plane failures on, where I actually had that on for such a long time before I actually realised anyway. So we touch wood, because we had an issue yesterday's stream with the probes, the probe heat. Hopefully no issues today. JPX or JPEX, I tend to neglect this takeoff landing performance calculator in the ZIBO. Could you help explain a little how it should be used? Absolutely, JPEX. I mean, it's a very simple and accurate calculator. It's based off the tabular data we get in the 7.3. Only thing it's perhaps missing is runway slope, but it's quite negligible because with most runways anyway. So you just simply punch in the data. It's nothing too complex really. If I go here to where is it? I'm just trying to remember where it is. Fuel balance, performance landing, takeoff isn't modelled yet, so it already knows. I don't know how it looks at the FMC, so it predicts where you're going. You select the runway and you use. So we're expecting 24 left. MAC-G. This is called the missed approach climb gradient. So this is the minimum required missed approach climb gradient with an engine failed. So you're not only limited by the amount of runway you have available, you're limited by other things, such as if you were to have an engine failure at minimums, can you actually fly the missed approach? You need to satisfy that. Some approaches have steeper missed approach climb gradients. You've got a landing approach climb gradient. There's lots of factors that need to be taken into account, but obviously usually the most limiting is the length of the runway, especially if you're heavy and especially if the runway's contaminated. Condition dry or wet is the only ones modelled in the real aircraft. You can get different braking actions based off contamination, so snow, sleet, ice, and we work out something called the braking action of a so-called the TALPA matrix, which stands for Takeoff and Landing Performance Assessment, which we have a table. We get information from ATC, so okay, let's imagine it's 6 millimeters of slush. We look at this table, it says, right, braking action is medium to medium poor. We simply select braking action medium to medium poor. Wind, you put in the wind, so always be conservative, but the worst case, if there's a bit of a variable wind, let's just put 0 for now. The temperature, hotter the temperature, less engine performance you have. Q&H, higher pressure, the less performance you have as well. Sorry, lower the pressure, less performance you have. Flaps for landing, 15, 30 or 40, 15 would be even non-normal. Air conditioning in auto might be off. Very unusual to turn it off unless it's a non-normal situation, or you might have to turn them off for additional thrust for a missed approach. That would be an exceptional case, never had to do that. Anti-ice, engine anti-ice on. Brakes, non-normal conditions, so if you had an engine failure, there's several parameters, so things like, I don't know, it could be anything from a loss of a hydraulic system to landing with flaps, leading edge flaps not working, trailing edge flaps not working, so many different options to choose from. Speed brake auto deployment, so as you know, if you arm the speed brake automatically deploys. If that system's not working, you have to select no and do it manually. There's a slight penalty with that. And reverse thrust, no credit. Again, it's not modelled. Well, it is modelled, I think. If you select wet, you can then select how many reverses. The reason with dry there's no credit is because on a dry runway, reverse thrust makes... selecting reverse thrust with auto brake setting makes no difference to your stopping distance, because with auto brake it's a fixed rate of deceleration. It's just going to measure it's just going to decelerate at the same rate. Then we just need to work out our landing weight. So we can see in Palma, if there's no delay, we should be landing with 4.7 tons of fuel. Right now in the aircraft we have 6.5. The difference is how much fuel we're going to burn between now and landing. So that would be 1.3, 1.8 tons. And so you can always find your landing weight by selecting this. So 1.8 tons off this would be 64.3, 63.3, 63.5. So you punch in here your landing weight, 63.5. Your VREF addition, that's based on your headwind component. So if you have a 10 knot headwind component, that's the minimum VREF addition is 5 knots. If you've got a 20 knot headwind component, that would be VREF at plus 10, just halve it. I've got a tutorial on that. And that's it. Just go to page 2 and that'll show you the length of the runway, landing distance available, 2,878 meters. This is the distance you'll actually be airborne. So the length of the runway starts from the threshold to the end. But obviously we're flying, we don't land right where the runway and the grass meets. We're airborne for 354 meters. So that's taken into account. Auto brake 1, you should see we should stop by the end of the runway, 2, 3, and then you just select your auto brake setting to vacate at the exit you wish. So in Palma, I think for 2-4 left, we'll brief it of course later. Just looking at the charts for my operator. For 2-4 left, consider vacating at Sierra 2, which has a landing distance available at 2,150. So you can see auto brake 2, yeah, a bit beyond it, but you can brake manually. Auto brake 3 is before it, so I'll probably go auto brake 3, disengage it, and go from there. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Oh, the weather's showing some CBs, lovely. Expect to hold over Palenza, said Domino Mosina, lovely. Quinari, imagine if X-Plane failure now does one with the landing gear. I hope not. I know VATSIM controllers do not appreciate with very busy events simulated technical issues, so fingers crossed we have no issues. Seb Slater, you're only 4 minutes late for clearance. Managed to get ahead of many people though. Also reached uncontrolled airspace. Time to engage LNAV. Fantastic. Yeah, I guess you were left on that heading for a little bit longer. Finn, I think I'm going to fly offline as I'm way too rushed to stay on VATSIM and don't fancy causing a delay in my dash. Oh, Finn, come in the ZIBO mod. Join us in a proper plane. Amazing. Alright guys, well, about an hour, 40 minutes into the stream, what I'm going to do is just have a quick break. I'll put you in sellotape real view. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. I'm having a great time, really enjoying it. If you're enjoying the group flight as usual, you know, I'm just great. That's all I have to say, really. But it's great fun to organise these, and so great to see a lot more people join this one as well. Right, I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. See you in a bit, guys.
1,000 people and you can't be honest with one.
Hello again, guys. Thanks a lot for that. Bravo X-ray 0100 and 95 Charlie Bravo ahead of us. Excellent. I heard a few people have dropped out for various reasons. It's a shame. We've had people with a few issues. What's true airspeed at the moment, said Finn? 446. We're at 436. Subsidies at 449. Adam at 445. Doing okay. Our ECA, what's that now? 39, 50 minutes with no delay, making good progress. Finny says, Canary, what is the true airspeed actually and how is it measured? True airspeed is basically the speed of the aircraft as it moves from the air mass. Indicated airspeed as you climb higher, there's less air, it gets less dense, there's less air molecules going through the PTG, which is why it underreads. So this is the actual speed we're going through the air. This is the indicated airspeed with less air mass. But the one interesting really is ground speed, which is taking the speed of the wind into account in comparison to true airspeed. So a little bit of headwind you can see on progress page 2 of the FMC, and then 7.3 your exact headwind tailwind component. So about a 13 knot headwind, 42 knot crosswind. The difference would be ground speed between true airspeed. John Todd's doing 460, all about the same speed. Finn's doing a measly 357. Outrageous. Amy, you're just 20 miles behind you, but don't think I could overtake you. Airbus is slow. Well, the little baby 319 isn't too far. Says who's Alpaca 19 Romeo? That's Seb Slater, I think. He's just underneath us. I reckon he's cranked up a few knots. Look, he's just getting ahead of us here. Can't quite see you, Amy. If I do it, zoom in a bit, maybe. Oh, there we are. We've got 3. Oh, look at you all! At 39 Alpha Papa 71295991 Bravo and 3 Kilo Alpha. You can see all your... Look at that. Can you see that in the stream? All the flashing lights for all of us. So cool. Callum Melia can't even get push and start here. It's so busy. Oh my goodness. Steve Mayer, did you find out what the anti-ice fault was? I did. Let me quote ZIBO for you. Steve, because I did ask ZIBO. And nothing to do with the ZIBO mod at all. It was to do with the fact, Steve. I somehow, with the update with Vulcan or 31, sorry, what version is this full version of Vulcan? 0.50 or whatever. I think you might want to all check it. But basically, X-plane failures turned itself on again. I haven't actually checked if it is on, but it activated an anti-ice failure, which the mod picked up, but it doesn't give you any more than the master caution. But I'd had an issue with the anti-ice systems in X-plane, so it was the X-plane settings activated it. That was the issue. For those who were interested yesterday with the DME issues we were having, again, that was an X-plane bug. What was happening, it was transmitting the correct frequency for the active runway, the ILS we were flying, but for some reason it was giving me the localizer for the opposite runway. So the DME was based off the opposite runway, which is why I was reading that. It was a glitch with the sim. Seb, in the sim, I'm ahead of you. I've been flying at the same speed. It could be a little bug with FPS and X-Pilot. I know that can be an issue. Lovely elite coordinated line. Yeah, on mine, essentially, you're literally just behind me, look. Because someone's taxiing on the ground, I guess, there, look. can't be taxiing if he's going there that fast. Where's that? I don't even know where that is. Adam expecting to hold over Polenta. Very good. Adam says weather is bad there. Uh-oh. Don't want to be hearing that. Awesome. Guys, if you ever have any questions, use the opportunity of a members only stream, because obviously the chat is nice and calm and quiet. If you have any questions whatsoever, fire them away. We'll do the giveaway afterwards, remember. We're going to do that in Discord, alright, in the voice chat. So if you've taken part in the group flight, you've got a chance of winning the $50 gift card, or a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator, as you wish. Greg Skog, I got a stop climb at flight level 190, then told to climb to flight level 350. What's the best mode to use once you've dialed in the higher flight level? VNAV, Greg Scott. VNAV is the sort of default climb mode, unlike descent where you can use sort of different things, but VNAV is the one you want to be using pretty much all the time. And just use vertical speed when you're approaching your clear level to reduce your rate of climb. I've never used level changing climb, only in descent. Canary descent briefing, yeah, we'll do that once we get about 150 miles away, maybe a little bit soon. Oh, we're actually approaching that point soon. In fact, you know what, just looking at the VATSIM map, I'd like to get the descent briefing done before entering VATSIM airspace. So that'll only be around 60-70 miles away, so we'll do that now, Quinari. Will you take your PA? Okay. Well, let's do the briefing now, so handover controls to Jim as per usual. Temp page. FMC always defaults to 240 below 100. We updated to 250. Forecast winds coming in. So descent 310, 248.78. Strong southwesterly coming in. 200, 262 at 45. And 100, 286 at 18. QNH we're expecting in Palma. Is 1020. It's all executed. Have you ever had to expedite a climb in real life? Yes, Alexander. Got to be careful with that sort of clearance. If ATC said to us, let's say for example right now, okay, Alpaca 5 Alpha, can you climb to flight level 390? Yeah, okay, expedite climb 390. Be level in 2 or 3 minutes. Be a bit careful with that clearance. Make sure before you accept it, you can accept that clearance. And you can put yourself in a very dangerous situation where you actually want to try and comply with that restriction, and you'll have to trade airspeed for height. You don't want to be going low speed here. So yeah, ATC often tell you to expedite climb, usually for spacing issues or something. But it's very sophisticated systems, I think, which can detect any conflicts, so they tell you well in advance, and if you're unable, they'll just tell you to stop climb at a certain point. So yeah, it's a common clearance. Cool, right, fix rings then, for runway 24 left. 10 miles, that's the last point at which I want to select flap 1. We should be around 3,000 feet AGL. We'll plan to configure at 4 miles today, and 3 times the height. We're cruising at 37,000 feet, so that is 37 times 3, which is 111. Let's have a look at this arrival, sorry. So we'd already selected the approach chart and the arrival chart. Let's just select the airport chart as well. And a parking stands chart. Cool, so a few alpacas ahead of the flock. or the herd I should say, has told us that we can expect... What? Alpaca 19 Romeo below us, look, causing problems. No, joking. There's Sib Slater overtaking us. Right, I'm not having any of this, Sib Slater. So coming in from Lores. A few more points to come up first. Let's go to the plan page. There's Lores. 19 miles till we get to Posba. So we can hold at Posba or Palenza. There's 2 holds here. So if it's super busy, they'll hold you at Posba. Otherwise, I think, as some people mentioned, we're going to expect to hold at Palenza. So we've got a maximum speed look 250 knots at Posba. That is coded in the FMC. Then we go to Palenza, where we can expect to hold today if it's super busy. There it is. So skipping out Nudsa, you go to Nudsa if you were flying 06 left or 06 right. And at Palenza, we're going to hold straight in, look 331 right hand turns. Or on the radio 331, so it'd be 151 inbound right hand turns. After that though, we're expecting the either vectors or transition, so from Palenza it takes us to Bavum on the ILS, there, Bavum, 5,000 above, at above 4,500, which is their checks in the FMC, and then to Obumu, which is initial fixed point, we can go down to 2,500 or above, that's also in the FMC here as well. Looking good. Let's look at the top of the ILS. Uh-oh. Exceeded MMO. let's not down that bad. So yeah, if we were to get in real life, just slowly extend the speed brake. There you go. And then slowly retract it at the same rate at which you extended it. There you go. That was my fault. Nothing to see here. 109.3. So an MMO exceedance like that, call main troll or maintenance after you've landed, tell them what happened. And for a minor exceedance like that, they're going to just tell you to carry on. Right, 109.3. VOR for the missed approach is based off Son San Juan, so 17.7. Put that on standby. There we go. Inbound courses for this ILS. 109.3. Did I actually just tune that? I did. 109.3, 109.3, 238 for the courses. And 238 is tuned as well. Oops. Turn that turned down. There we go. So, where did we get to on our briefing? We were outside Posba, we got to Obumu, wasn't it, at 2,500 feet. So, before we brief the rest of the chart, we'll just make sure everything's correct in the FMC. There's the Fox 24 left. That's the point at which we intercept the ILS at 7.5 DME. That's Fox 24 left, down onto the ILS. Let's check the top of the briefing strip. Got ILS tuned 109.3. Once, twice. You can also check out the FMC and make sure it is right. 109.3 there. iPAL's the ident. Final approach course 237, 238. Slight discrepancy. It's more an X-plane sim. Usually they bang on. Usually go off what the chart says. 238, 238. You might get a little amber line on the ident. Minimums for a Category C aircraft. RVR's 550 meters over lights and Cat C's 239 feet. Set. MSA, high terrain to the north at 7,000 feet over the island. Look at the chat. Brutal, you lot are brutal. So nasty. Mr. Approach climb runway heading to 420 feet. Make a left turn, not before radial 193. And then we'll go out via Son San Juan. Max 185 on the 193 radial to 3,000 feet. Contact ATC. If you lose comms, slightly different procedure. So that's it. We're going to plan to vacate 24 left at Sierra 2. That's where they'd like you to vacate. That's 2,000 metres. 3,000 metres is the full length of the runway, but the land distance available is a little less. But 2,000 metres for us for Sierra 2. As we already looked at the performance and discussed it, we said we'd go flat 30 order brake 3 with second detent reverse. And we're going to burn 1.1 tons of fuel, so landing weight's going to be 63.3. Flat 30 order brake 3, vacate at Sierra 2, and then parking. We'll see where they send us. There's Sierra 2. My operator, we typically park either here or on the southern stands on Pier C. So yeah, we'll see what AC gives us. That's it. If you have any questions, fire away in chat. That's pretty much it. Everything covered. Saying, look at that, it's directly below us. 2,000 feet of 370. 2 tons of low. Windows open. Flight data sim. You're hearing songbirds, or is that the music? It is the music. Goodness knows what's going on. This new playlist I have, which is on Spotify, called Chill Lounge, copyright free. This is mostly lounge music, it would seem. Right, let's have a little look at the VATSIM map again. We'll soon be approaching the Barcelona airspace, or Palma de Mallorca airspace. Look at that line. I mean, if you look at the map on VATSIM closely over France, our group flight sticks out like a sore thumb. It's wicked to see. So wicked. Love it. Quite a few guys going in from Heathrow. Having a look at the map in Palma, yes, would seem there are some aircraft holding. I can see over to the north of the island aircraft in a hold. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft holding. A few other aircraft coming in from other directions too. It's going to be very, very busy today. Very nice chill music. It's a nice playlist actually. Chill lounge, copyright free. It's just, yeah, it's lounge music. It's hotel lobby music. Will Pewley, okay, can we now get the PA? He says, oh my goodness me, you and your PAs. If you insist. Where are we over LFMP? I think that is Perpignan. Yeah, because there is PPG, we're right over Perpignan in France. Girona, so coming up to the FIR boundary between France and Barcelona, or Bordeaux radar. There is Perpignan. So Pyrenees will be on our right. Unfortunately, can't see them at all this evening. I don't think it's not enough light, and it's covered in cloud. Right on top of Girona, there's Barcelona, and there is Palma. Gary C, just check the map. Arrival will be interesting. It will be busy. Wilhelmwood, that's why I got the Alpaca conga line. That's it. Every time we do it, we've got a fantastic conga line. You imagine anyone checking out that map thinking, wow, who are these guys? And they're like, oh no, it's VCP. It's Alpaca. That post on Reddit was so funny. So busy on the network now. Commander Jenhofen, is there information available which tells you if a given airport can handle a given plane? Example, the Airbus A350 seems to be too big for Edinburgh Airport. Not really. You'll see on certain aerodrome information charts that there are restrictions with regards to wingspan. Now, the wingspan on the 737 is 35.79 metres from the tip to tip, and most restrictions usually are 36 metres, so they usually just accommodate the 73 and the Airbus 320. And you'll usually find at certain airports they'll have specific charts, say for even like specific aircraft. So I think you see charts for 747s, A380s for sure, but there's no information saying can you find X airport. But one of the things they have to be careful of is very small airports which don't usually take that sort of traffic. Is something called PCN. I can't remember what it stands for, but it's to do with the weight of the aircraft. So some taxiways are just not strong enough to take the weight of say, a wide-body jet, and the aircraft, the tarmac will sink. So we have some airports where we have a limited PCN, so if the aircraft's fully loaded with fuel, we can't use certain taxiways. Jordan Todd, you're entering the hold now, very good. I'm going to check out Discord, see what screenshots have been taken, because I am still looking for a thumbnail for this stream. We got loads. Oh, what? There is a D-8 CSL. Oh, CSL. I haven't installed that other one because I saw Finn in something else. Some really nice ones. Jordan's taking a nice one after departure. That looks really cool. Biggie Weep. Ah, some good ones. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at this afterwards. Very cool, guys. Adam, they're making me do a weird turn to make me lose speed and altitude. Ah. And that's for us, I think. Barcelona Centre 13235. Turn the music down slightly.
Contact Barcelona North Control 132.57. Okay, I was with them. Okay.
Barcelona, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, maintaining flight level 370, Girona.
Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, contact Barcelona North Control, frequency 132.57.
132.57, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, bye. Well, someone literally messaged me saying contact me on this frequency. We'll try the other one. I guess he probably just came online, North Centre. They've actually split up the centres.
Well, in 1459 there, go ahead. We're looking to take off right to destination as well. Well, in 1449 please stand by for clearance.
This guy's going to be so busy.
Air France 1658, focus 527. Air France 1658, maintain flight level 200. All maintain flight level 200, Air France 1658.
Barcelona, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, flight level 370, inbound to Girona.
Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, hello, identify, continuous flight.
That's cleared, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha. Excellent. So we're doing well. 50 miles to top of descent. This is the perfect length for a group flight, I think. Hour and 30 minutes. Enough time to have a little bit of a breather in the cruise. 20-30 minutes or so before setting it up.
Air France 1658, I would like to request descent.
Jordan, oh no, someone said they're in Microsoft Flight Simulator, can't do holds. Control top to divert. That's the problem. The sim just can't accommodate complex sort of aircraft even capable of doing such things.
If you want, you can descend to with the
117 arrivals at present. I hope most of them behind us.
It looks like flight level 170 will be for now.
Oh no, Boz, you're finally in the air! Boz, how long does it take you to get airborne? What time is your original slot? Let's have a look. Boz, you were... Oh, Boz, you're an hour. Not too bad. You're due off at 17:12 Zulu, so you're due off block an hour ago. And you got airborne an hour after you were due off block. I can see your original off block time was 17:12 Zulu. It's now 18:12. You got there eventually, Boz.
Sean X16 Tango here, request further descent if possible.
That's most of us airborne now. Has anyone actually landed yet? I should think so. Approaching top of descent. Adam, you're fully established. Very good. Simware says popular airports, Palma 31 departures, 110 arrivals. So how many's on our group flight? There's 50 of us on our group flight. So basically we're almost
over Laura, 95 Charlie Bravo.
Palma are holding an event and we've filled half of the airport on arrivals is us.
Boeing 3914, expect holding over Tulsa.
Expect holding over Tulsa, Boeing 3914.
Sierra Echo Golf Lima Hotel, expect holding over Tulsa.
Expect holding over Tulsa, Sierra Echo.
Holding over Tulsa.
Lucer 135, expect holding over Lunik.
Lunik. Not sure where Lunik is.
Holding over Lunik.
It's probably a different airport. Or different arrival for Palma. pray for Boz.
Alpaca 20, request descent.
So that's Shuey.
Station Policere. Alpaca 20, request further descent.
Shuey was due 2 minutes out after me. It was just after me on the slot in Charles de Gaulle.
Alpaca 20,
Where are you?
approach 119.40.
That's definitely Palma.
119.40, thank you.
National 16 Diego, requesting descent.
Just going to grab the ATIS from Palma as well.
Level 300, 16
So Palma ATIS, arrival 24 left, departure 24 right, 2,000 feet, scattered 4,300, 22 degrees, QNH is 1020. What is good?
Europa 6073, ready for descent. Europa 6073, maintain flight level 190. Maintain 190, Europa 6073.
We're approaching our top descent point.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, good evening.
Pedro DS, I had an estimated off block time of 17:08 Zulu and I'm still in Charles de Gaulle. Oh no.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, hello, continuous flight.
That is a long time, keeping those guys busy.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, expect holding over Lores.
Expecting holding over Lobos, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, expect holding over Lores.
Expect hold at Lores, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, and request descent. Now I'll tell you why I've done that now in a second.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, descent flight level 300.
Descent flight level 300, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. But the reason I did that now is just because it's not really something I do in real life, but it's going to get very busy and I don't want to miss top of descent, so all I'm going to do is, because we're expecting a hold, is do a couple of things now. Vertical speeds, just going to do a very gentle descent at 750, push out into vent as well to tell VNAV we're descending. And going to change over already to indicated airspeed, and we're just going to do around 240 knots. If you're expecting a hold, there's no point blasting through at a high speed, because you're just going to waste fuel. Bring the speed back nice and early, reduce the drag. And we'll head to the hold for Lores. So here is... oh, well, hold at Lores. Well, there isn't a hold here, published hold, so all we're going to do is... I'm going to hold with the inbound direction. So Lores is still 24 miles away. Shame, I wish they used published holds. He 100% said hold at Lores, didn't he? Pretty sure I did.
Yes, I see your description.
Barcelona North, Delta Casino, Alpha, buenas tardes. Inbound Nenda, flight level 390.
Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa, hello, identify, expect runway 24 left via Lores 1 Papa, and expect hold over Lores.
Yeah, he said hold over Loris to him. So what I'm going to do, there's no... I'm going to have a look at the Navigraph charts here. There might be an en route hold there. I'm looking at my operator's chart as well. And there is only the hold I can see published as at Posba. Let's have a look if there's an en route chart at Lores. Load my route, yes. So, Lores. There's no hold at Lores, so it's a non-standard hold basically. So all I'm going to do is hold in the inbound direction to Posba. So Posba would be 150. So I'm going to hold Lores 150 inbound right-hand turns. So 151. Let's do Lores.
We're with you, sir. Climb in 220.
Hold at Lores. And do 151 right-hand turns. Now, ATC don't really care for what exact range you're on. They just want to care what you're on the correct holding side. So I'll execute that. There's the hold at Lores. And because we're going to be holding at such a high altitude, just you've got to be a bit wary of the maximum speed. So above 14,000 feet, a normal hold speed is around 240 knots, up to 14,000 feet, 230, so from 14,000 feet to 20,000 feet is 240 knots, and I think above 20,000 feet it's like 260, I think, or 270. So it's really quite a high speed to fly. It's around 260 knots or so.
Right leg at Laura, sorry, I wasn't aware of the whole pattern.
It's okay, no problem.
Yeah, because there is that you would not be aware at all, good sir, because there is it's a non-standard hold. What would be more realistic is if they held us at Posba instead of Lores, but we'll do it. Uh-oh.
Track 200, left button, 2 minutes left.
Copy, inbound course 200, left
700 feet above. Who is this?
Hotel 6 Yankee Echo, descent level 240.
Level 2406 Yankee Echo.
I can't see anymore. Oh. Ah, that might be what the issue is. Alpaca 19 Romeo is descending on top of us.
Alpaca 57 kilo, request further descent.
So I'll actually, what I'll do, I'll go level change just because I don't want whoever's above me descending to I'm blocking them sort of thing here. There we go. So where's us at 300? So busy, it's wicked.
Alpaca 57 kilo, request further descent.
Alpaca 57 kilo, standby.
Wow, so we're already holding at Lores, very far away from Palma, and approaching 300. This poor controller, he did not expect this evening. If anyone could send me a screenshot on Discord of all of us going into Palma as well, that would be wicked. I took a screenshot on my phone of the app. Amazing. This thing's going to be interesting, absolutely. So hold fuel, we took out an extra 40 minutes, which was quite a lot. And we got one to go here, flight level 300. Holding a flight level 300 is not a good sign, guys. Checked. We'll see what happens. So it looks like we've got traffic holding below us, or... That's Segler. Anyway, there's 300, flight level 300.
Alpaca 901 Bravo, hello, identifies continuous flight.
Greg, so I thought you had emailed to warn them we had. Greg, oh yeah, Palma knew we were coming. Well, I spoke to someone that told us bring it on. But I think being a VADSIM event as well, it's just the pure amount of traffic. I mean, we're only half the amount of traffic that's going into Palma this evening. So that's just at 300, about to enter the hold of Lawrence.
Barcelona Control, Delta Charlie Hotel Mike Kilo, at Barcelona, hello.
There's Alpaca 5 Charlie Bravo holding here to the north. Yeah, if it were at Pushback, it would be a bit more realistic. So ideally, you know, great to use actual published holds. We've just been held over a waypoint, which AT can do, but Pushback would have been an actual initial holding point for us.
November, descent level 300. Barcelona Air France 658.
Dave Egan, I had a delay of almost an hour. It was finally in the air at 17:47 Zulu instead of 16:56 Zulu. So that's around everyone that's been leaving now has had about an hour delay or so. It's very tough because with these group flights we need to balance getting ATC and probably maybe in the future avoiding events like this, because obviously Palma is a very popular destination on flight sim, because you know a lot of us go on holiday there, so people go there anyway. So when they do events, which isn't that often, I think a lot of people just want to do it anyway. So we see here at flight level 300, yes, it's saying I'm 7,000 feet high. Disregard that, doesn't mean anything like that, because we're we don't know where we are in the hold, so we're just trying to be as efficient as possible. So disregard your VNAV profile now. Quinari, what point do you have to declare a fuel emergency? You declare a fuel emergency, Quinari, whenever you see that you're going to be landing less than your final reserves. And your final reserves is defined as 30 minutes holding fuel at 1,500 feet above aerodrome level. So you can see on your flight plan exactly what that figure is. On page 1, or page 3, sorry, it's this figure here, FinRes. So if we saw that any time that we would be landing with less than 1,086 kilos, so 1.1, that would be 550 kilos. So we had 550 kilos either side, and we saw we're going to land with less than that, we have to declare a mayday, and that would be, you know, mayday, mayday, mayday fuel. And when you get that, you know, that's the last thing you have to save you. Before that, there is a call that's recognised by ATC called minimum fuel. Minimum fuel, what that means is if there's any more additional delay, we're going to be having issues with fuel. But mayday fuel is like all options have been exhausted. You predict you'll be landing less than 30 minutes of fuel remaining, and that's really serious. So mayday fuel is a very serious call to make. That opens up all opportunities for ATC to get you on the ground, disused airfields, military airports will be taken into account as well. Full priority with a mayday emergency. So yeah, not a call you want to make lightly. So you do everything you can to protect that final 30 minutes of fuel, that final reserves. Now we have 4.7 tons of fuel. We're not going to cheat or anything like that, we'll play it realistically. So we're burning right now in the hold 2.2 tons an hour, so we could sit here in the hold for an hour, burn another 2.2 tons, that would be 2.5 tons, and we'd still have enough fuel to divert to Ibiza and land with that 30 minutes of fuel remaining, because our reserve fuel, this figure here, performance, that's the fuel we need, 2.7, sorry, no, not quite an hour, about 45-50 minutes. That's the amount of fuel we need to do a go around in Palma, fly the full missed approach, departure, cruise, arrival into Palma's, into Ibiza's 2.7 tons. So that's the magic figure. Now obviously here, if I was to get to 2.7 tons.
Radar vectoring here because we're now about 40 miles west of the airport, maintaining heading 240 and 190 on the flight level.
Oh, someone's been forgotten by the sounds of it.
Alpaca 57 kilo, 1 moment.
Uh-oh, I think our guy's saturated. I think someone's been left on a heading. Oh no.
Alpaca 57 Kilo, stay in your position, please.
Oh dear.
We're currently about 40 miles around the northwest.
That's
Sorry,
Biggie
southwest
Weave.
of the airport.
Poor Biggie. He's been forgotten. So we're entering the hold at Laura's anyway.
Alpaca 57 Kilo, left heading 360.
Left heading 360, thanks a lot. Alpaca 57 Kilo.
Uh-oh. I think this poor controller is maxed. What we done? We've broken him. So we're in the hold. Goodness knows what's going to happen. More traffic's going to be coming on top of us. Once we're inbound to Lores again, we might get a little update from him. See what he is, but I don't want to add to his workload anymore. Kieran just got back to PC. You're holding it at flight level 300. Oof, yeah, not looking good.
Flight level 200, Alpaca.
People are getting descent.
I am very busy with my traffic, so if you want, contact me.
Tim, yeah, I spoke to Mariana very briefly. I'm so sorry to hear about that, buddy. There was a lot going on this time. He was super busy as well. This wasn't probably the best ideal group flight for you to do it. I mean, very complex airport, Charles de Gaulle, a lot of traffic. Yeah, we'll see if we get something sorted out for you on the next one. But sorry to hear you have to bail out, buddy. I hope you're enjoying the stream at least. Tobias, another butter today, twice in 2 days. Yeah, if we get down there. This is not a good sign though, guys. Holding, you know, this isn't even a hold close to the airport. Now, if I was holding at Palenza, I'd be a little bit more confident with where we are and stuff. Now, obviously, this is a VATSIM controller. I don't know how experienced he is, but usually in real life, if you're holding like this, ATC will be feeding you information. Right, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, your estimated approach time is this. I estimate you getting on the ground there, and then you begin to work out where you are in the sequence. I don't dare ask this guy that, because I don't want him to be... I mean, this guy is flat out, I can tell, because he's... a lot of guys to stand by. He's very late with replies. He's doing a good job though. I don't even know what he has to do here. It's a huge job. I'm no controller, but in reality, if you're holding like this, you'd be told exactly why you're holding, which we know is very busy. But when are we actually going to get an approach in here? So it looks like this could be quite interesting. We're about to turn right here. We're at flight level 300, which is where everyone else is. So we could have some conflicts here.
126.650/6073. Alpine 75 Fox Golf requesting climb flight level 300, please.
Tim says, "Why I love it." Thanks, man. More time for the farm. Farm. Oh, I missed that. Kieran asked if we could do a touch and go at IB for what's rated.
Contact Barcelona south on 126.65.
Now the fuel situation. Still got 4.5 tons, 2.7 is the magic number. Plane lead is probably also holding at Palenza. I'm trying to work that out. Let's have a look at the VATSIM map. Lots holding at Palenza as well. Oh no. Oh no, it's chaos. And look, it's just continuous amount of traffic coming as well. We're only going to be adding to his workload. So Jordan's away. There's a guy's holding at Palenza, but we're all... There's so many aircraft now entering the hold at Lores now. Takeoff's having a little bit of wobble here. Oops, there we go.
Alpaca 5 Tango Lima, maintain LFPG.
Someone holding below us. Victor Lima Golf 3914.
Barcelona Speedbird 3906, we're maintaining call 330.
There's aircraft everywhere.
Speedbird 5906 afield.
Can't see anyone at the moment.
Barcelona Control Hello.
There's 19 Romeo.
65, inbound Nepal, level 140.
It's got traffic. It could be a bit of a conflict here. Look. Leonard TVG, at what point do you divert? I mean, in real life, if your estimated approach time is way beyond the point at which you'd use your reserve, you'd divert. But right now, that sim, I can't say. You know, you'd be given the information in real life, but obviously this guy is maxed out. He could do with some help, really.
Many traffics on my screen. What is your position? Roger.
So someone checked in.
Alpaca 71 request further descent for all leads and vectors position 9.
Alpaca 71 proceed direct Papa Oscar Sierra.
Ah, someone's got direct to Palenza. So we're inbound to Lores again. I think at Lores will just might give me a little nudge to see where we are personally in the sequence.
1658, contact Barcelona 165.
Let me just look at this. So there's a couple of alpacas out the hold look from Lores.
Alpaca 901 Bravo, should I expect hold?
Alpaca 901 Bravo, expect hold over Papa Oscar Sierra.
Expect hold over Papa Oscar Sierra.
And now we're inbound to Lores. Can't see anyone there at the moment.
Possible control with Air 866 ready for descent.
It's a Wizz Air.
Wizz Air, last station sequence enemy.
Yeah, this guy's maxed out.
Wizz Air 866
Poor
ready
guy.
for descent.
Listening, good evening to you.
Wizz Air 866 is co-guided, please.
So look, I'm going to see if we can get any. I'm just going to see if we can get direct to Palenza, so at least we get a bit close to the airport. Because it looks like a few other guys at 300 going to Palenza. But this guy, you can tell he's maxed out because people keep checking in requests. He's not responding.
Alpaca 71, expect hold over Papa Oscar Sierra, please.
Hold Papa Oscar Sierra.
Get a bit.
Barcelona, we look for us, Papa inbound LARPA. Where do you want us to go?
See all the strobes look for all the aircraft.
One in for Alpha Papa 7, your position.
There's the Shamrock.
We're inbound LARPA 22 miles.
Sure, this guy's gonna be maxed out. This is gonna be interesting.
One in for Alpha Papa, hold over also, please.
Also, thanks.
So about to go around again. I'm gonna try and get at least direct Palenza. I really don't want to. Right, well, I might go once more round. What, we got 4 tons. We're getting down to our last 25-30 minutes. And this might be sort of possibly diversion territory today.
Is there an estimate when we were going to be able to exit the hull?
Good question.
Speedbird 5906, negative at this moment. If you want, I can offer you a revert to Ibiza.
So look,
Affirmative, I'll take the diversion to Ibiza.
what's diverting to Ibiza? So it's not a good sign. If you're asking an AT controller, have you got an estimated approach time when I'm leaving the whole negative? I could offer a diversion. Like this could be interesting for us.
Papa, we've got traffic in our 11 o'clock, about 1 mile. Should we escape?
Uh-oh.
Control,
Might be going to Ibiza. This would be the second time I've done a stream and had to divert to Ibiza due to traffic in Palma. I'm gonna go around one more time, and then go from there. Who's in the Concorde? Hold will be fun for you. Yeah, cool. Where is alternate Ibiza? Yes, that's the planned alternate. Hello, Jack. You barged through here. Hello. So it's very busy. I'm having to hold. Might be diverting to Ibiza. Spending the night there, yeah.
There's another aircraft in the same hold, the same altitude. Can we descend and climb to facilitate?
I think our boy is saturated, our controller. I just think he can deal with it. And it's not his fault, I think. It's just so much traffic here. Kieran, you could divert to IB for refuel and do a hop to Palma as you might in real life. Kieran, I just don't have time for that. I don't have the time, buddy. I mean, we're coming up to 3 hours streaming. There are 3 alpacas holding at Lorries at 240. This is chaos. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. So basically, if you're holding, there should be no one holding at the same level at all. We should be all at our different level, but I don't think that's happening. So looking around, we've got aircraft holding at flight level 200, we've got aircraft at 240. We're everywhere in this hold. I'm at 300, we've got an aircraft holding at 350. Diverting to Ibiza again, any excuse to put on the Vega boys.
Alpaca 875, holding flight level 350.
Hangar pilot, that's a good point actually. Guys, can you ask everyone to stop making requests to the controller? Yeah, that's why I'm just sat here. I don't want to ask him any questions about, you know, where I am until I absolutely have to, because he can clearly see he's maxed out. Yeah, it shouldn't be that way because look, he's not replying to anyone's requests now. I think he's just really having to manage this situation. The thing is, it's just a constant influx of traffic. In real life, you need several people to deal with this. We need more controllers, really. Oh dear. Bit of hot weather popping up in the hold. Yeah, looks like it.
Wizz Air 866 Barcelona control still standing by.
Yeah, I guess this poor guy a break.
Wizz Air 866, yes. Speed hold overload, sorry, descent level 350.
Wizz Air 866 is at 350. Hold it. Where do you want me to hold over?
Oh, chill out, mate.
Wizz Air 866, my apologies.
Poor guy. I've really empathised this controller.
I'm trying to manage all the traffic I have with me now. So, bit of patience, please.
Doing 46 Papa requesting descent.
You see, you know, I'm balanced. Obviously, in real life, I treat this very differently. But this poor VATSIM controller, I think for every 10 requests he gets, no one responds. He doesn't get a response from him. I'm really not feeling confident we're going to get to Palma this evening right now. Oh no.
Holding 149
Holding 325 left, left to clear departure.
Captain, was that range on frequency? Yeah, there's a Wizz Air getting a bit cross. But guys, like, I think in real life, if this was happening, I'd be a little bit cross, but it's not real life. But then again, I'm not right now responsible for upwards of 200 people, a 60 million pound jet. Yeah, me too. I mean, obviously, as much as I want this group flight to be concluded successfully. I really feel sorry for this controller as well. At least you're in a hold. Yeah, I guess some of you aren't holding.
And we are in Palma. Do we have any instruction, please?
Station Stadium.
Victor 8 Alpha Lima India. We're still at Palma 410 and we're approaching Palma. Do we have any instruction, please?
Pedro, you're getting to us, guys. Reaching the cruise now. Yeah, in hindsight, you probably would have put 2 hours of extra fuel on here. I mean, I can hear this guy.
Alpha Lima India, sorry, stay in your position.
It's Victor 8 Alpha Lima India and we're near Palma, flight level 410.
Just trying to listen out here. I mean, I'm really balancing this against this poor guy. It's this guy. I've heard since listening here in the hold for 10 minutes about 30 plus aircraft, and he's probably able to respond to 5, 6 of them. Can we have a flight deck to sim story time? What we got recently? Nothing new.
Yeah, we've just done INET please, Victor 8 Alpha Lima.
What was that? What story time? Oh, great. No! No! No, we don't need to see that video. That was only quite recently. No, it was something special. Mariana went to throw a tennis ball at me. I tried to look like a football player. I thought I'd give it a good volley. I completely missed it, and the ball bounced off the ground, smashed right inside my... in between my legs. And Mariana filmed it. Great. Fantastic. Let's not share that. Another Gene, it's a mess in Palma. Yeah, I think that's the best way of putting it. It's a mess. I mean, I'd be pushing this controller now. I just don't want to because I empathise with him. I don't really want to think about what the amount of traffic has to deal with it. I've not actually, you know, I don't know what experience this guy has, but he's not. He should be bashing out. Now, this is what I want to hear. He's now look. He's now coordinating a bit better now. He's giving people instructions. So listen out for your call sign, guys.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, descend flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. You're doing a great job, buddy. Well done.
Welling 3914, descend flight level 160.
The 240 set. There we go. We got there. Let's keep it going.
Welling 4 Papa. Welling 4 Alpha Papa, descend flight level 170.
170 for Alpha.
Sierra Echo Hotel, descend flight level 200.
Freckles, how would you be dealing with this in real life? Now, obviously, Freckles, a controller spends years of training, you know, a year of training, and there'd be multiple controllers. There'd be a guy stood behind this one in real life, so there'd be, you know, gotta give credit to this guy. This is like many of you guys, you're taking this is a hobby and flying these aircraft virtually for fun. And obviously I've got the background experience to make sure I do this as realistically as possible. This guy's, you know, probably just thought, oh, I'll have a nice chill weekend, do some VAT sim as some fun, and all of a sudden he's got an unrealistic amount of traffic to deal with when there's only one of him. There'd probably be about 6 or 7 controllers dealing with this amount of traffic in real life in a busy international airport, so you can't blame him or say to this guy that he's not doing a good job, because he's doing an incredible job. He's trying to sequence all of us lot plus everyone else going into a busy event. So how would this be done in real life? It's yeah, we'd probably be holding, not here, we'd be all holding at the same place, separated by 1,000 feet or so, going down. But we've got a further descent at least, so he's not forgotten us. But you imagine, he's dealing with all this, but it's traffic constantly coming inbound, checking in. And some people are getting a little impatient. I've heard no Alpaca get impatient. There's a few of the guys that whiz there going, no, what's going on here? Probably doesn't realise how busy it is.
21.3.
Approach just came online, so hopefully that eases his workload. Fantastic, Jeremy.
Sterling 15.9 overhead NIDBA at 6,000 feet out of the Alpaca Quebec departure.
Welling 1549, hello, Centerscope 6234, break.
Mod is holding beautifully though, look at that.
Contact Palma 121.3.
What's my decimal 3? Good job. Goodbye.
Boeing 3914, contact Palma 121.3.
There you go. He's offload now. You hear that? He's offloading some of the work now to an approach controller, which is great. Hangar pilot, you have forgotten you're now over Palenza at flight level 350. Uh-oh. Try contacting the approach controller then.
France 284, your current position.
We are inbound, correct, just past stop.
What's the longest hold time you've had in real life? Probably 20 minutes. You imagine in real life, typically at the busiest airports, let's say one of the busiest airports I fly to in normal times, that is Barcelona International, my operator takes a little bit of additional fuel anyway on the flight plan to anticipate holding in the summer, so around 15 minutes. If you just take standard block fuel on the flight plan.
Alpha, contact Palma 121.30, bye-bye.
121.30. Keep up the great work, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha. Que tenga buen día. Perfect.
Alpaca 905, Charlie Bravo, continue the arrival.
So now the fact that you imagine this poor centre controller is having to deal with approaches. Now he's offloaded the work to the approach controller. It'll hopefully help him. At Palma, we Buenos Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. We're descending flight level 240, currently in the hold at Lores.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, hello. Radar contact, continue descent, flight level 200.
Descend flight level 200, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So 200 checked, and there's 1,000 feet per minute.
Alpaca 905, Charlie Bravo, turn right, direct Papa Oscar Sierra.
Bangkok can go to 25 now. This could be fun. We'll keep an eye on the fuel. Yeah, so as I was saying on the flight plans, look, if this was a normal day into Palma from Charles de Gaulle, I took standard fuel, 7.2 tons. We don't have much fuel to hold with. Now, on a normal day when you take standard block fuel, because you don't anticipate delays like this. Now, if there's bad weather or anything that you think you'd expect delays, you take that additional fuel. Yeah, on a normal day you'd only have around 10 minutes maybe. But one thing you can do, if you can ascertain that you can definitely get a guaranteed landing at your destination, you can actually use your diversion fuel to land at your destination. It's called diverting to your alternate. So Palma would be a good option. Let's imagine one of the runways closed due to an incident, and we were told to hold for 30 minutes, but you got a guaranteed estimated approach time. You can then commit to land at your destination, because imagine you divert to Ibiza and they've only got one runway and then that runway blocks. But this is getting into the realms of what ifs and maybes and stuff, so it is an option available to you. You can use that diversion fuel to commit to landing at your destination. But obviously in the realms of a desktop simulator and VATSIM, and with the fact there's so much traffic going into an airport with a limited amount of capacity of ATC, you have to adapt the realism a little bit. You are getting there, says Adam. We are. But yeah, for all you guys, all the Alpaca call signs there, you will take on board everything I say, and I've always listened. I've always been really impressed with what you guys are doing on the network and stuff. But I'm certainly a lot more patient online now. There's no pressure. Sat in the office, compared to real life. In real life, I've been pushing the controller a bit, like, what's going on here? But it's we're just chilling out, having a bit of fun. But obviously, taking it as realistic. I honestly take it as real. Try and make it as realistic as possible. Paul, he just sent you a DM. Is that the controller? What's he told you? Still a few of us, I think, holding here, but you can see towards Palenza the amount of strobe lights flashing. We'll see it when we go inbound. But it is busy at Lores, and there's also holds at Palenza. So this controller's a little bit quieter. What I might do is give him a nudge inbound to Lores and say any chance we can now go to Palma after Lores, so we can at least hold a little bit closer. We're okay for fuel. Remember, our diversion fuel is 2.7 tons. So this is the amount of fuel I need to get to Ibiza from a missed approach at Palma. So at minimums 200 feet above the ground at Palma. Full missed approach, go around, climb to the missed approach altitude, divert, hold, full approach arrival, and then I'd land with my final reserves intact, my 30 minutes. So even if I got to 2.7 now, I could divert here with 2.7 more comfortably because I'm still at a high altitude and I can then gently descend.
Over to approach 19.4. Thanks for your help.
It's good fun. I did say I wanted to hold a bit. This has got to be by far the busiest group flight we've done though. So guys, what I would appreciate from all of you is, after you've landed, done the group flight, rattle off a tweet or a message to VATSIM Spain. Just say thanks a lot for the ATC. You know, we've really increased their workload considerably more than they probably wanted to. But they did say come on and bring it on. You know, be accommodating. But I know they appreciate that feedback.
Control, good evening.
But also, you know, if you've had an experience which was also good, you know, provide the feedback with them. Say, oh yeah, it was great, but perhaps do this. Make it as realistic as possible for them. I know they appreciate stuff like that. I always try and let them know.
Station calling to Palma radar.
0956 Papa.
Awesome.
Level 240, we are holding at Lores right now.
Oh, look at that.
56 Papa.
3 Charlie Foxtrot. Whatever that cool side is.
Not yet been transferred to me.
Alpaca
Stand by on the
19,
frequency,
right.
call you back. Volume 3914, contact Palma approach 119.4.
So where's that 200 at Lores come in from? I didn't put that in.
Volume 4 Alpha Papa. Descend now.
But yeah, had I not taken that additional fuel, I'd be now below my 2.7 tons. Hangar pilot, you've bailed. Enjoy the rest of the flight, guys. Oh no. Amy, not heard from the controller in 20 minutes. Should I just wait? Don't want to overload him. Yeah, it's a fine balance. I understand, Amy.
5 Papa Alpha. Descend to flight level 160.
Descend flight level 160, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Any chance after Lores to Palma, or do we continue holding here? 160.
Flight to Posban, hold Posban as published.
We'll now fly direct to Palma and fly the published Palma hold, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So that's a little bit closer.
39 Alpha Papa, descend
Direct to Palma, execute, we'll enter the hold here. Amy, yeah, it's tight. I think, yeah, if you've been left on a heading, or 20 minutes and heard nothing, just maybe give him a nudge, yeah, maybe give him a nudge. It's a very fine balance between don't overwork him, but to the point where actually, you know, I've been here for 20 minutes and not heard anything, maybe I should say something. It's a tight thing to decide what to do. I mean, I was getting to the point where I would have perhaps said something. Right, so this controller is actually putting us in a proper hold. So this is a Palma, this is the published hold, so that will be the inbound there, 151 left-hand turns at Palma. So 151 left-hand turns, Palma.
Alpaca 295, descend flight level 160.
151 left. Just a non-standard hold direction. And we'll execute. There we go. Getting there, it's a step closer. Jordan Todd, you're finally parked up in Palma. You made it down. Has anyone actually diverted to Ibiza yet? Paul, you have 30 minutes of fuel before I have to go to Ibiza. Keep a close eye on it. Callum Elliot, I think I'm one of the last ones out of Paris. Callum, it's all done randomly. But guys, make sure, you know, if you are one of the last ones that doesn't suit you, you know, when you always have slots available and we can request around it. It's a randomised list, guys, so I randomise the list of whoever's applied and then just assign the times, and then we've got plenty of capacity to allow for swaps. So we're down to our last kind of 30 minutes of holding fuel now. And there's our last holds.
Volume 4 Alpha Papa, continue the standard arrival Lasas and then the correction Lisa, and then Papa Oscar Sierra.
Lisa, Papa Oscar Sierra on the standard arrival, feeling for.
Yeah, this guy's overloaded. He was.
Shuttle 6 Yankee Echo, Palma.
I'll say he was. He is. He is overloaded.
Barcelona 44 Alpha Papa D1 at this standby arrival.
This guy's pretty busy too, I think. Again, probably expecting much more traffic.
No, stay at flight level 150 Lisa, San Pablo Oscar Sierra.
So there's Alpaca 19 Romeo. Levels here, I wonder. Hopefully not the same level. Could be a conflict here. We are though, look. Oh, that's not looking good, look.
Flight level 190 on the hold, thank you.
So he's only 19 Romeo is only 300 feet above, and we're heading right towards each other. Now, if he's at the same point in the windscreen, then he's slightly moving forward. But yeah, that's a bit dicey.
1,000 to go.
So I'm gonna level off at 160. Let's see if the ATC controller notices the conflict. Otherwise, we're heading towards an RA.
Okay, right turn, Charlie Papa 6 Yankee Echo.
But this is the job of a controller. He needs to make sure that there's no conflict between us. So perhaps he should listen to me. Alright, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, hold at Posba, minimum rate of descent 1,000 feet per minute. It's this guy here, 19 Romeo. Okay.
Okay, Roger, we have around half an hour more holding time before we have to divert to Mallorca.
Over. Okay, so someone's diverting to Mallorca, not one of us, but Mallorca obviously the island to the east. So there's a TA. He might have actually dealt with it. I think he's, this guy's only at 170. Who is 19 Romeo? Sorry, I know. Is that Seb Slater? Yes, it's you, Seb Slater. There you are. So I guess you've been cleared.
Hello, sir. You've frequency.
170
yeah,
then.
just continue with me. Flight level 170. Identified. Continue sound out relevant.
We'll continue 170. After Bruno, do you wish me to maintain present heading? Because this is the end of my flight plan.
Just continue onwards to.
So here goes the left turn to hold. Actually, we can reduce our speed now, which will burn up, otherwise we'll be burning too much fuel. So we are below, above 14,000 feet, so the normal holding speed is 240 knots. I might just bring it back a little bit now, just to save that little extra fuel. Best hold speed is 193 apparently, a bit slow. I'm going to bring the speed back to around 220 now. There you are, Seb Slater, holding right behind you. That's wicked. So busy. I need to apologise to Barry Alex. I said I'd be done by about no later than 8 o'clock. Say that again? Oh, she's fine. She loves you guys. So airborne luck flight time was, so if we'd expected no delay, flight time would be an hour 37 minutes, so we should have landed, and these are quite accurate, so from pushing Toga to touching down, hour 37, airborne now for hour 53, so 47, we should have touched down 16 minutes ago. We should have put our gear on the ground in Palma 16 minutes ago, but we're no closer, unfortunately. Got about a ton left before I really need to think about diverting, so a ton would be around 25 minutes. Welcome to Holding Simulator, you got it, Quadri. I mean, it is just, I don't think I've seen an airport like that dealing with that amount of traffic. And we still have plenty of alpacas on the way. And not only that, you've got everyone else who wants to go and fly the Palma event this evening. Wow, it's so busy. We still have alpacas leaving Charles de Gaulle. There's a few easy jets. There's a few Ryanairs going from de Gaulle to Palma. Chaos. It's very quiet on VATSIM. Now, this is alarming to me. Now, obviously, for it being so busy, I'd expect the radio to be non-stop. It's just complete silence now, which is
for Alpha Papa, Palma.
It's a bit alarming. We should be getting...
Yeah, for Alpha
okay,
Papa,
Alpaca this, Alpaca that.
The north of the island is quite busy at the moment. I'm gonna put you on the south with south approach. For that, continue heading 180 degrees from your position.
So he's actually shifting traffic to the other side of the island.
Alpaca 295, Palma. 295, fly heading 180 degrees now.
I think he's doing the same to this guy. I think he's just sending people south to a different controller.
Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, left heading 180 degrees now.
Left heading 180 degrees, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha. Here we go, guys.
Alpaca
We're on
19 Romeo, left heading 180 degrees now.
This could be interesting. So now he's got a plan. So the controller's obviously thought of something here. He's putting everyone on a heading of south. So he's moving everyone out of the way here. Going to go south probably over the airport and then over here maybe. I mean, that's diversion-wise no closer to what I mean from Mallorca, but speed up slightly. So holds cancelled.
Rumbo 110, Iberia 0093.
Palma radar muy buenas, Boeing 27 Tango Bravo en descenso para nivel 2001.
Another Gene, I guess I could go watch a holding tutorial. Yeah, probably could practice it.
El norte está muy saltado. Muy bien, de momento en rumbo 110, Boeing 27 Tango Bravo.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Alpaca 4 Alpha Papa descent flight level 90.
Oh, that's nice. For Papa Alpha.
Correction, Welling for Alpha Papa.
Oh, Wooling. Oh no, we made him say Alpaca instead of Wooling. He's going to be dreaming alpacas all night. 24 left, Captain Monster.
6073 Palma.
Lee Richards, those of us in Group 2 were taken straight to the south and in, vectored immediately when contacting centre. You were lucky.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, descent flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha.
Alpaca 19 Romeo, descent
So
flight
100
level
checked. Again, I'm just going to go vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute. Is this vectors for the approach? Am I feeling a little bit confident?
Welling 1549 leave.
I've been holding so long that a lump of Burak's charcoal turned into a large diamond and they lived happily ever after.
Okay, Welling 1549, continue direct Papa Oscar Sierra and descent flight level 150.
Mariana says, sorry I missed your comments, I'm making dinner. I'll post a pic later. All the lovely alpacas. God, thanks to Barry.
Yeah, flight level 150.
And 150.
So, are we going to be vectored over the field, or are we getting a straight in vector here? Jeremy, well, we're all going in the right direction, which is down. That is true. Ah, we're not going to get straight in. There's so much traffic holding at Lores still.
15, finally done, left heading 090. Scandinavian 098.
Down we go.
098 and heading 180 degrees now.
Heading 180 degrees,
098 is at flight level 080.
Johnny's got the coffee. I don't even drink caffeine, I might have to have something soon.
098, flight level 080.
Oh, getting closer and further down, that's a good sign. What happens next?
Alpha Papa holding out Lores, flight level 200.
Block again for Alpha Papa.
Volume for Alpha Papa, continue heading 130 degrees.
Yeah, we'll be very interested to see what we get next. Probably going to stuck in the whole Palenza. Or vectors over here to then get an approach.
Papa, continue standard arrival, descent flight level 160.
Was that for Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa?
Correction, yeah, Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa. Flight level 160, standard arrival now.
No problem at all. Flight level 160 standard arrival. Do you want us on any particular speed?
Yeah, 240.
Oh, that's just a coincidence that we're doing 240 because I was still not giving any speed.
Thank you.
2 tons left, Barcelona North controller was underwater, did not want to be in his shoes. Yeah, poor guy, he was maxed out. We need to really raise the bar. We need to really. I sent a message. I tweeted. Well, I sent a message on Twitter to them, and they were like, "Yeah, come on." But we need to raise the bar. We need to say to guys, if you are controllers, you want absolute carnage. Like when we did the Frankfurt stream, Frankfurt were ready for us when they broke that record on 3 or 4 months ago. That Frankfurt group flight, that was very well organised. There was no hold or delay, but they were just sequencing traffic straight in. But they've got even more capacity there.
098, that's correct. Left heading 090 and contact approach 119.15.
Left heading 090 and contact 119.15.
That's Palma East approach. Oh, there. Now I'm looking on VATS and they've really upped it now. So they've got 3 approach controllers online for Palma now. They've got Palma approach east and somewhere else, tower and ground and delivery. So they should hopefully have a bit more capacity. There's 2 Barcelona or 3 Barcelona controllers online now.
Continue heading 180 degrees, Europa 6073. Confirm you want us to leave the hold?
Yes, leave the hold on heading 180.
Yeah, the Frankfurt stream was epic.
And descend to flight level 100.
There is Palma anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
And leave the hold heading 180 degrees, Europa 6073.
Finally see a bit of land. Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha route director at Bumo, cleared approach. I wish. That'd be a typical clearance anyway, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let's just stick in Palenza here. So I think what he's doing, and this is just a guess, he's going to send us over the field to the south, over the arrivals, and then vectored in perhaps, hopefully there. See, I think it's being a bit more organised now, so obviously here's our routing, we had a little bit of a eventually hold if possible. And then here's their all carnage at Lores. Oh, what's all this traffic? Delta Charlie, a couple of others.
1,000 to go.
Check. So about to go right over the approach at flight level 100 here. It's 9 degrees, might need a spot of engine anti-ice. I'm so busy. We're well beyond what our usual length of a members group flight is.
Wind 56 Papa, fly heading 180 from basic position.
Heading 180,
At the hangar pilot, I got a straight in. What is everyone complaining about after I disconnected? So yeah, for a straight in now, pretty much impossible.
Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa.
So I actually picked up the ILS look, IPAL. There. You'll see the localizer go past it.
Thank you very much for the help. Bye bye, Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa.
Well in 1549, contact approach 119.4.
There is the airport. My scenery's from just sim. Plenty of traffic there, look.
Negative, that is for Welling 1549er.
Oh, excuse me, I'm lost. Oh no, you'd get your compass out. So I've had this before. Was it at Palma? Might have actually been Palma, where it's been so busy. I've actually sent you right over the approach like this and then back in around that way. So this isn't actually that uncommon. But I have to be very busy for that.
Iberia 0093, continúen en rumbo 080. 080 para Iberia 0093.
Let's do the post-cruise checks through like the 100 here.
090, Welling 27 grados.
AP's off, pressurization set.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, left heading 130 degrees.
Left heading 130 degrees, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So we're on a vector. Looks like they're going to be vectoring us, hopefully in this direction. Maybe they'll slot us in with all the.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, contact approach 119 119.15, report the heading.
119.15 with the heading Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Que tenga bom dia. 194.
Enter hold Papa Oscar Sierra, VLM 155.
Palma approach Buenos Tardes, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Maintaining flight level 100, radar heading 130 degrees, speed 240 knots.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, your frequency is 119 and 15. 119 and 15.
119 and 15, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So you can see how busy they are because they handed over to the wrong frequency. 119 and 15, okay, that's east approach. Palma approach muy buenas, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, maintaining flight level 100, radar heading 130 degrees, speed 240 knots.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, good evening, turn left heading 050, speed 180, descend 6,000.
Left heading 050 degrees, speed 180 knots, and descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1020, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Interesting.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1021.
6,000 feet, QNH 1021, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Okay, so 6,000 feet set, so vertical speed, 1,000 feet, set QNH 1021, passing 10,200, 6,000 feet, standby altimeter set, 180 knots. Now, I'm going to get flaps out, which is going to create a lot of drag, so I hope I'm going to get a straight in here. So, it's ATC's requested it, so speed check flaps 1.
Contact final approach 118.905.
Delivery's just messaged me in Palma, so big fan, keep up the great work, keep up the great lighting. Oh, thanks. Sorry for your colleagues being overloaded here. Right, this is very interesting, because if I have any more further delay with flaps out in a hold, I'm just going to burn a lot of extra fuel. Flaps drag. Flaps 2 I'm going to have to do for 180. So I hope we get a straight in here.
Bravo, turn right heading 150, descend 4,000 feet.
What I'm going to do is put Bavam in.
150, heading 150, descend to 4,000.
Could be on a long downwind here.
Listen,
it's not them who told you the wrong frequency. Did I set the wrong frequency? Was it me? If I did, brutal.
Calling for Alpha Papa, good evening. Radar identified. Proceed direct Charlie Delta Papa, hold as published. Charlie Delta Papa, hold as published. You look for Alpha Papa. Alpaca 19 Romeo, turn left.
I'm just messaging
6,000 feet.
delivery, just to say, hope we're not causing too much chaos.
Confirm that was Charlie Delta Alpha for reeling for Alpha Papa. Charlie Delta Papa. Charlie Delta Papa time.
Guys, so I'm just going to go vertical speed a little bit less because I want to bring that.
5 Papa Alpha, turn left heading 260, descend 4,000 feet.
Left heading 260 degrees, descend altitude 4,000 feet, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. This is looking promising. Level change. Sorry, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, just confirm the cleared altitude.
Flight level 080.
Oops.
Send the flight level 0806 Yankee Echo.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, my apologies, just confirm the cleared altitude.
You're clear to 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. So that's set, 4,000 feet, check 20, 40, 60, level change.
Alpaca 19 Romeo, turn left.
We could be going straight in here onto the localizer. Is that some sort of weird priority? Oh dear, if it is. We should be roughly on the glide slope here. What was it, 20 miles, 40, 60? Cool, look at that. If that's straight in, look at that. We're bang on the glide slope.
Flight level 200 for now.
Executed. Well, this is looking promising. Vertical speed.
Hold and establish on point Charlie Delta Papa, 5 Romeo Juliet.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, contact final approach 118.950.
118.950, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, thanks, yeah, great ATC, bye. Have I got a cheeky shortcut here? Palma final. We went as Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Descending 4,000 feet, 260 degrees, speed 180 knots.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, descent 3,000 feet, call you back.
Descend altitude 3,000 feet, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Streamer privilege! I've not done anything here in the background though. I'd probably not, I might be going straight through here. You need a radio panel, I know. Actually, I might get that soon because I've just bought an upgrade for my desk. On this heading, cleared ILS Zulu 24 left, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. I've been given some sort of shortcut here, I'm so sorry. I basically skipped the queue. I think some of you were holding here at Palenza still. 39 Alpha Papa. Oh no. I can see a 295 on the approach. Right, localizer alive, localizer capture. Right, heading 238. Rigged! Oh dear, seniority hack. My goodness. Right, well, glide slopes alive, alarm approach. Oh my days. Alpaca 160 X-ray. Thanks Adam, it says have a great landing. Cheers. Flap 5. Brad Delmont, good morning from Queensland. Good morning to you, sir. Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha is established 17 miles.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, say again.
Fully established Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, thank you. Your number 3 in sequence breakaway, Scandinavian.
Cool, so number 3, 180, traffic 6 miles ahead, that's great. Unbelievable. Boga, no way am I doing butter or go around today. Glide slope capture. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. So 3,000 feet set. Domino Museum, one of the approach controllers online now is the guy who was Palma Tower. On your group flight to Malta, he also was overwhelmed by the amount of traffic back there. Kudos to him for that, I know.
Approach Alpaca 95 Charlie Bravo, 4,000 feet, heading 260, speed 180.
Looking good.
Alpaca 95 Charlie Bravo, maintain heading, descent 3,000 feet, local QNH 1021, break, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Contact tower 118.30, have a safe landing, adios.
Tower 118.3, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. Gracias, que tenga buen día. 1183.
Descend 3,000 feet, maintain current heading, Alpaca 95 Charlie Bravo.
Perfect. So yeah, that controller, he gave someone a descent clearance, then break, told me to contact tower. He has to actually wait for that readback from the other guy first before he can transfer me to tower there. So there's a slight downwind on that approach. That's normal. Just be cautious. You might have to go flap 10, but it is holding the speed quite nicely here at 180, which is the speed we were told to maintain. At Palma Tower, we went as Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, established ILS Zulu 24 left, 10 miles.
Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha, good day, wind 06011 knots, shall we take for that? Continue approach.
Continue approach, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. If you get a butter, you have to go around. I can't win. Boga's a Sunday. So it's all nicely in trim, fully established. Approach checks we would have done, but we can see we're fully established. Good look at that. We've been right round the horses today. 3 times holding at Lorez, then halfway around the whole of Posba, then round to the east sector. They're getting it done though. Look at the sequence, nicely done. Look, traffic 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't wait to hear some of the stories that some of us have had. I'm going to bring the speed back to the flat 5 speed now. Looking good. I don't know, I mean, I didn't tell anyone in Palma my frequency. I messaged, or got a message from delivery saying, he said, Hi, big fan. Keep up the good work. Have a nice landing. He said, thank you so much, and pass a message to your colleagues on approach and centre. They're doing a great job. He said, will do. You and your alpacas are always welcome. If we hold for too long, it will be Sunday. Yeah, it is Sunday somewhere. That's a good point, Will. So they're departing on 248. Wow, look at that. Nice and busy on the ground here. Wicked. Right, get your landing guesses in anyway. And I'll start configuring. Gear down. Flap 15, match speed. Do the landing checks, flap start switches continuous, recall checked, speed brake on, green light, landing gear down to green, order brake 3, holding at the landing flaps, flap 30, match speed, ground 117, exactly the same as real life. So 1217 is set, flaps, 30 green light, just waiting for our landing clearance. Music stopped. Joysticks in position for me to land. And guys, wish me luck disconnecting. So I want to pilot from off. Way 2 for left, clear to land, Alpaca.
Approaching 2, 4.
Right, landing clearance given, clear to land, checks complete. Tailwind of 10 knots here, so that's fine. Wind on the ground is in limits. Is in limits. Fully stabilised at 500 feet AGL. 3 reds, tad low, so just arresting that rate of descent. Back onto the profile, keep it descending around 750 feet per minute. Checked. Checked. Tad low again. Continue. Continue, sorry. There's two whites. Looking good.
100.
Checked.
50. 40.
Check.
20.
Close.
Yeah.
Hold the attitude. Ooh, come on. A little bit off centre line. Where are you? Another putter!
You need to be parked on the ramp for service.
I'm getting to the ramp. Speed brakes up, reverses.
Tower Buenos Aires, Alpaca 95 in Charlie.
That's normal, 70%. Here comes Sierra 2, next high speed, 100 knots. Manual braking, 80 knots. 60 knots, so because I floated a little bit there, I have to brake manually, otherwise all the brake 3 would have stopped us in time. And then I'd reverse at 60 knots. A bit late there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Palma de Mallorca. Ground 1217, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha, thanks to the ATC, bye bye. Wicked.
Yeah.
What a great flight. Awesome stuff. We got on the ground. Well done to the guys on Spanish ATC as well. We've absolutely broken them, but I got down on the ground at least. Amazing.
On your right, right south and Mike. Okay, south and Mike, and that's time 62 confirm. 62, yeah.
Perfect. Oops, just need to slow the reverses and turn up ATC.
Yeah, very good evening. Cargo Luke 76, cargo 8 constant 310 request for start.
So we've got aircraft departing here as well.
Cargo 76 Foxtrot, QNH 101, Foxtrot 2 flatting north, north.
So busy.
We have on cargo Luke 76 Foxtrot starting pushback facing the north.
Alert, 20-minute wait for a gate now.
Yeah, 131. 18 in 20.
Alright, Francesca, QNH 101 starting push facing north, cargo Luke 76 Fox.
And it will be 2 for right for the first.
Very busy.
Anybody else for taxi or so?
At Palma ground, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha. We just vacated 24 left, Sierra 2.
Hello, flight 7. Good evening to you. So, can you just hold position for about 30 seconds? 2 traffic are crossing, and what you just can take is the 66, lucky number via Mike, but just behind the 230 and the wheeling.
We'll take stand 66 via Mike, and we'll just give way to a whirling confirm, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha.
The whaling and the Scandi 330.
I'll give way to the whirling and the Scandi, and once they pass, we'll park stand 66 via Mike, Alpaca 5, Papa Alpha. Thanks.
Yeah, should be 66, and brake
So giving way to the Scandi, and then Whirling will be the next one here, and then Mike stands 6-6 is just here next to Alpaca 5-7 kilo.
Palma Ground 39, Tanzania to Papa Whiskey stand 1 for Lucas Pushback.
You've got to give credit to that sim. It is so realistic. I mean, it's just like real life. It's great. Let's put this on here for a second. So
approved facing north.
here's Mike stands 6-6 just in here. And here comes the Whirling. Really do need the model matching. Because it really is helpful, because these are clearances you typically get. You know, it's based on once the Whirling's passed, and looks like he's trying to get his big A330 into the gate there. But there's the Whirling, which we're giving way for.
Oh, you're doing a different language.
I speak a little bit of Swedish, not much.
Just to clean up. Whirling's trying to get into the same gate as well, by the looks of it.
Yes, Delta North holding for 2 for right. If you like, you can get...
We're blocking everyone here, mate. It's really behind us. Oh, we've got another Alpaca, 19 Romeo, and Charlie Bravo's right behind us. Right, let's go right behind the Whirling. So just to show you here, look. We are here at Sierra 2, going in via Mike, stand 6-6 here. Come on, Whirling.
I do have... the Alpaca just takes one of the stands on your right. They may be occupied, I'm sorry.
No problem, Alpaca 5 Papa Alpha. We might have to use a different stand, just see where these guys go. So we'll go in via Mike, and we'll take one of the other stands, 86 or something. We'll just see where he's going, because I think he wasn't anticipating both of these aircraft perhaps going in here. Well, Scandy's taken that. Oh, we'll probably still get 66. What's the chances he's going to take the exact same one? Probably not. We'll go with the plan. Wicked. Well done to the guys about this evening, because we really increased their workload this evening. There we go. Guys, don't forget we're going to do the giveaway in Discord as well, and voice chat straight away afterwards. So busy, it's been great. And you've been holding for so long, Jack, and this is PPL. The first ever dog to receive a flying license. Outrageous. Come on, Whirling, pick a stand. Vamos. We'll go for 6-6 as requested. No, don't go for my stand. I bet he is as well, isn't he? Oh, the one stand I was assigned. I'll go 64 next to 5-7 kilo.
Palma, good day.
I'm sure he won't mind.
Alpaca 95 Charlie, Bravo. Clear of the runway, Sierra 3.
Wicked. Well, we got there. Amazing. So good. Oh, I cannot taxi in X-Plane at the moment.
Welcome to Palma, taxi stand of choice.
Alright, stand of choice.
I think that's got to be one of the busiest group flights we've ever had. Whoa, coming in at a rate of knots here. Oh my goodness, I'm not lined up at all. Stop. There we are. Well, a bit left, right of centre line. Nothing to see here. God damn it. Right, parking brake is set. We've got 2 blues, 1 red. We had 3.1 tons at arrival, so we're getting round to our final reserve, 2.7. If we'd not taken that extra fuel, we would have been screwed, to put it bluntly. Right, there we are. Turn the anti-collision light off as well. We have to wait until the M2's below 20%, but there we go. Look at that. On stand, air bridge connected. Paris Charles de Gaulle to Palma de Mallorca, Alpaca Airways' new destination, served 90 times a day. Demand has been so high. Amazing. There's Alpaca 19 Romeo parking on stand. That was Seb Slater basically followed each other all the way down. We both got in at the same time. So it actually sequenced well. I didn't seem to get any priority then, because he landed straight after me. 9-5 Charlie Bravo's down. Have we got any other Alpaca 737s on stand? So, of the 90 aircraft that left, at least we got some down. I know some didn't quite make it. We'll take those statistics. Alpaca 1 Delta Papa's on stand as well. Got Alpaca 39 Alpha Papa. We're going to take a look at your landing. You're the lucky one that gets to to be on the stream live. Who's in 39 Alpha Papa? Oh, I can't find 39 Alpha Papa. I think that might have been a latecomer to the group flight, but I can't see anyone there. So busy, look at this. Well, actually, it went from being, you know, you had no clue what was going to get on there, but as soon as I got over to East, we got straight in. Airbus. Typical Airbus pilots. Look, there's put his speed brakes away. Right, no pressure, 39 Alpha Papa. Probably won't see your lights illuminate the runway. I landed about 20 minutes before the Shamrock, who was ahead of me. I call that some baby bus privilege. Outrageous. Passengers at the gate are furiously changing gate. I know. 66 we were told. All these Vueling passengers having to be well, for me anyway. For those of you still en route, best of luck getting in here. Can't wait to hear the tales, see if anyone actually did divert to Ibiza. So far, I think everyone ahead of me managed to get in. I know some people logged off. There's Amy checking in as well. But yeah, it's been a really fun group flight. I mean, awesome, so much fun, and we caused carnage, as we always do, but really well done, and I know the guys would really appreciate it. I emailed to say how they dealt with it all. I think they were absolutely flummoxed initially, but they got us here. We got sequenced in. It took us about half an hour longer than planned, but I thought the delay would be a lot more than that. And it was just about realistic enough there to get in.
Good evening to you. You're from one of us lovely place.
What was that?
Stand 66 via Mike.
Stand 66? Stand 66 is occupied by a Vueling. You can take 64, I think, because I'm going to log off the network any second. I think Amy doesn't even realise that there's a Vueling there. Even his controller's getting tired with the amount of traffic coming in. Well then guys, we'll call that a day for the live stream. As I must always mention, thank you so much all for the continued support as members. Always provide the feedback if you something you don't like, if you want to do more things or see certain things on the channel. Let me know, you know, don't be afraid or hesitant to ask me questions or DM me in Discord. It's all part of that membership package, the ability to contact me whenever you wish, and you always will hear about what we're doing next for the stream. You always have input to the channel. So again, from Marin as well, we always appreciate and cannot stress enough how much we love all you guys, and thank you very much for making the channel what it is. Don't forget, we're going to jump onto voice chat as soon as I log off and end the stream in YouTube, so I'll get that done straight away, and then next members group flight being 4 to 5 weeks, we'll make a plan of that probably a week before, a couple of weeks before, and see where else we can cause trouble. So guys, again, thank you very much. Listed with 10 out of 10 would hold again. Thank you very much. Stream will probably be live, public. It takes about a couple of hours or so to process and stuff, so I'll let you know, and I'll keep an eye out on the screenshots channel on Discord for a screenshot for this video. So guys, thank you very much.
One by one, please.
Oh dear, poor Amy's looking for another stud. On that note, Amy, best of luck. There we go. Guys, I'll catch you all in voice chat in a second. See you all soon. Bye bye. Oh, what am I doing? How can you do the replay? I'm losing the plot. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. How can we end a stream without doing a replay? Unbelievable. I nearly finished it without doing a replay of the landing. That is preposterous. Hold on. Let me find the replay music. I can't even find it now. There we go. Right, let's turn off this this nonsense and have a little bit of this. There we go. Another butter to enter the records. Replay giveaway. Good to replay voice chat. Can be 2 minutes after the stream's ended, but of course we want to see the landing from outside. Nicely done. Bit of a float. I was a bit left of centre line today. Turn the old volume. That's better. Similar to yesterday, look. Just about a couple of feet too high, and then settle down nicely. Very happy with that, though. Little bit of a float, as usual. Off to Mallorca, Paul Shoesmith is. Oh no, someone's diverting. I'll be really interested to see where everyone ended up. Wicked. Nicely done. But yeah, just a bit left of centre line there. Should have perhaps just made a correction a little bit earlier. It's not where you want to be sat on the approach. Greg, so are you a real streamer? I know, I can't believe I almost forgot it. Nicely done. No, I was drifting left, look. Still on the runway, that's what's important when you're that, guys. Right, guys, well, I'm not going to repeat myself again, but thank you very much, as usual, for the continued support. And I'll go to voice chat a couple of minutes after the stream ends, and we'll organise the giveaway there. And thank you very much to everyone for the continued support, and everyone that took part in the group flight today. It was great fun. I can't wait to hear your adventures as well, and we'll look forward to organising the next one soon. Speak to you all in a minute. Bye-bye for now.